What's going on, guys? Welcome to What the Fuck News. If it's in the news and it makes you say what the fuck, we're going to talk about it. We got Connor in the building as usual. Cherovici's here.
Hey, yo.
And I'm Glick. As we learned last night,
Bitch,
Jeff is
throw
no
that
longer
bitch.
with us. He's left this immortal coil and is no longer a part of the living.
I got
Unfortunately,
a kick out of Connor actually thinking he was dead yesterday.
First story of the night in breaking news, Jeff was in a vicious chupacabra attack. And yes, even though we know him as the goat sucker in the States, the real goat sucker ended his life. So rest in peace, Jeffrey. You were a friend, I
The
guess.
chupacabra's last words to Jeff was, "Hey, boy, you got a pretty mouth."
You got a pretty penis. Wait a minute.
But welcome to What the Fuck News. It is a nonsensical original production, nonsensical network original production, whatever you want to call it. And if you're not already, go ahead and check out the social medias. We are everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Facebook, Instagram, X, and Twitter. You can also hang out with us live every night of the week, Monday through Sunday, on YouTube and Facebook. And you can listen to us anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts on all the major podcasting platforms, all at the Nonsensical Network. God damn. All at the Nonsensical Network. Or you can simply go to bio.link/nonsensical network. All those links are going to be there. You guys know the drill. Follow, like, subscribe, and share. And fuck Connor. Gentlemen, and I use that word very, very much like Connor's mom, loosely.
Shit.
Gentlemen, how are you guys doing tonight?
Much better since Monday night.
Well, since Connor hasn't turned himself into a human yo-yo, I'd say he's doing pretty good.
I contemplated unaliving myself Monday night after that fiasco, but the pew jammed, the rope snapped, and the pills that I took, apparently you can't OD on Tylenol.
Pez?
So.
You can. It just takes longer and it hurts like hell.
Wait. Did the pills you take come in a little dispenser that the head comes up?
Maybe.
Did they say Pez?
I took like 70 of them, and they did nothing.
Oh my god.
No, Monday night was a complete and utter shit show debacle. You guys had good conversation, but it was a disaster.
Monday night evidently didn't happen because some dickhead who didn't like it.
We'll come back to that. We'll circle back around that whole subject matter another time, because I feel like it's a good subject matter, and outside of the technical difficulties, my aggravation and frustration kind of threw off your guys' conversation. So, but nonetheless, everything's good. We're back to normal. We're back up on all the platforms like we're supposed to be, and everything seems to be working. What are you two doing?
Not me doing anything. Connor's trying to hide it.
Connor found a new toy. I've seen it. I just.
How do you do that now?
Didn't we just discover that Saturday? And I done forgot how to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you create the banner, there's a little checkmark box that says scroll across the bottom, and in parentheses it says tick.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
What? No,
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, okay.
I needed
So,
I was
Glick, since you said you wanted to go first this time, what
Glick's
do you have?
first.
Well, he said last week he said you wanted to go first.
I was throwing a little bit of a temper tantrum. Deal with it. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sasquatches are people too, people.
You know, I noticed. I don't know what happened to it, but Monday Night Show, I can't find it on any of the streaming platforms.
Jeez, I wonder why. It couldn't have been because a bearded Sasquatch got pissed off through a temper tantrum and then decided to go full nuke on it.
I blame the aliens. I blame the aliens. Look, my boy was looking out for me. Sir Poussoir was like, I can't let my boy go out like that.
That's what it was.
He's like, these assholes aren't going to have his back, so I got him. Let me go ahead and just zap it with the eraser. It's called an eraser beam, so it just erases all traces of said show.
Right.
Speaking of,
I appreciate Sir Poussoir. That's a good friend right there. You guys could really learn a valuable lesson from Poussoir.
What's that? Cover Glick's ass when he fucks up. He doesn't do that for me. Why would I do it for him?
Well, facts. You're not a good friend.
Hi, beautiful.
Oh, but being a good friend is laughing at one person that's trying to pretend he's Jeff shooting a gun.
Mind your business.
Yeah, that's a great friend when you laugh at them when they fall out of a chair, or when they tell you that they fall down the stairs. Instead of first thing you say is, "Are you okay?" No, you just burst out hysterically laughing.
Yeah, great friend right there. Great friend.
Sad thing is if Glick ever
clearly you were fine. You were on the show.
I mean,
listen,
without him going like
doing
that,
a show
I don't
from
think
a hospital bed, and you're gonna tell me I'm fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you're alive, right?
Connor is like riddled with bullets, and you'd still be like, you can walk it off.
Hey,
he's on the show. He's fine. He just got shot live on the show. He's fine. He's on the show.
Fucking someone fucking shoots fucking Connor in the dome, and fucking Connor's like on a fucking, he's a vegetable, and fucking Glick's like, he's fine. He'll walk it off later. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
It is. Chris.
What?
You do just be like,
no, again, the old saying, but are you dead?
I mean,
he's a vegetable, and his wife's
we lost Jeff. Jeff is no longer with us, and I still make fun of that and laugh at that.
I can't eat nachos ever again.
Well, I'm gonna pick up the slack.
No, you're not.
By killing myself.
Connor was like, wait, seriously, is Jeff alive or not? What's going on?
And they were in Ohio.
Dude, I panicked for a second. I was at Carson's ball game, and I was like, what the fuck? No way. No fucking way.
I mean, seriously, though, if something happened to any of you guys, or let alone Jeff, if something happened to one of you guys and you were unalive, do you think that I would make light of it? Who's Jeff?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you would.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. You know what? Maybe I asked the wrong people.
Yes, I do. I 100% believe
we possibly may or may not have lost Jeff to the cartel or a chupacabra attack. All we know is that his wife heard banjos before the attack happened.
Jeff is dead. Jeff is currently in hell getting pineapples shoved up his ass.
So anyway, in other news, we have a replacement for Jeff. In the meantime, we haven't talked to him about it yet or anything like that. But
where's their fucking weatherman?
Our weatherman should definitely come in handy at this point. But Climatete has been gone.
Yeah, Climatete
has been missing as well. I fear that Rock Lee finally tracked him down and put him in his place. So we've had 2 deaths on the show in the last week.
And to find out if Jeff is really dead, go listen to our podcast episodes backwards. The Beatles did that with Paul McCartney one time.
What the hell? What the hell?
Tantrum throwing ass bitch.
Tantrum. There's an R.
I'm actually trying to.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Here comes another Monday night.
Yeah.
No.
Glick's like, hey guys, next
Glick, your mic is cutting out. I don't know what's going on.
Hey guys, next Wednesday I want to go first. We give them the fucking floor, and it's just like,
Glick, we're not streaming on Facebook for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Glick, this isn't talking shit, waiting for Al Snow to say anything.
No, we actually don't care,
Kidding,
Chris.
kidding.
No. What I'm doing right now, Connor reminded me. I got to send a link to somebody.
Hey, Connor, since our fearless leader ain't going, how about you?
Especially since somebody, because I send a link to somebody every show, and I sent that link to said person, and then some jackass came in and ended the show, and that person clicked on that link and then sent me a picture, and he was like, "Yo, what the hell's going on tonight, bro?"
Not mentioning any names.
Shut up, yo-yo boy.
You're gonna what?
Now, I haven't turned myself into a yo-yo yet.
You're what?
I'm about to turn myself into paint on the wall.
You need to eat like 3 or 4 cheeseburgers.
Scott. Every day.
Yeah.
She's a chainsaw.
So, anyways, no, I had to get that link sent out. So that
I'm
maybe-
so sorry, Connor, but
Okay.
What did you just say to her? Repeat
she's like
yourself,
this-
please.
She's like this big. I told her she needed to eat a few cheeseburgers. Not my daughter, who's a human garbage disposal. Her friend.
Jeez.
I mean, she does take after her Sasquatchian father.
Dad,
She's what?
can Katie stay the night tonight?
What?
Can Katie stay the night tonight?
You're sleeping
Fuck no,
outside.
you're an adult. You don't get sleepovers anymore.
Tell him to shut up.
I agree with
We're
Connor.
friends. He doesn't get a say.
I agree with Connor. You guys have to sleep outside.
No, Connor doesn't
You're
get a
welcome.
say. Me
You
and
can
The
go
Connor
to-
sleepovers are over. You're adults.
You
So
guys can
all
go
this
to-
is
I
it's an audition for Primal
No.
Survivor. That's all it is.
She just doesn't want to be here by herself all day tomorrow.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Uh,
You guys can build a fort out here on the patio.
The house is locked at 5 p.m.
I could see Glick's daughter and her friend doing like the step bros thing, like, oh my god, there's so much room for activities.
See, Glick was born out here in the wild. His daughter.
You just learned to survive out in the wild.
So,
Glick was born
anyway.
in the nature.
Molded by it.
He was molded by
I
it.
was born in the nature.
I didn't see the indoors till I was but a man, and by then it was only helpful.
It was only because Nikki wouldn't chain me anymore. She said, free my Sasquatchian people.
It was only to steal beer from inside of the 7-Eleven.
Nothing to see here. Sasquatch.
We got a Sasquatch on tape stealing Miller Lite from the local 7-Eleven in Columbus, Ohio.
So Wednesday's show is evidently now
Breaking
Saturday's
news.
show.
Oh
So,
shit!
so, anyways, it is what the fuck news. And boys,
With an
let me
N.
teach you a lesson. I need you to follow the ways of the mighty Glick.
Shut up, Connor. No one ever thought it wasn't with an N.
We all know the we all know the issues between North and South Korea, correct? You know what's going on up there.
Ooh.
They hate each
No,
other.
what's going on? What's going on?
Well, you know,
Please enlighten
they're-
me.
They like to make bonfires and get their ukuleles and gather around together and sing Kumbaya up in North and South Korea. It's a real
I
friendly
thought
place.
that's what they did that together, right?
And they hold hands. Yeah, they do it together. North and South Korea, they hold hands, play the ukuleles, and sing Kumbaya and make
That's-
s'mores.
Since when? North Korea has hated South Korea.
What?
Well, they hate each other.
What?
Well,
No.
Well, North Korea has recently found a new way to annoy the hell out of South Korea, and they are
Mhm.
launching balloons full of trash and shit, like literal shit, feces.
Yep.
That have a timer on them on the inside of them, so when they get over South Korea in certain areas, they're popping and dropping trash and shit onto South Korea instead of and the problem is that these balloons are setting off. Well, obviously the problem is these balloons are full of shit and trash and they're
So-
exploding all over Korea.
So what you're telling
Put
us,
your broken
Glick,
ass finger down. Use your other hand.
so what you're telling us, Glick, is that North Korea is now New York and they're shipping all their dump and toxic waste over to South Korea, which is now New Jersey.
No, I'm saying that in the world we live in, where Russia invades the Ukraine
Did you?
and are killing thousands upon thousands of people, and the Jews and the Palestinians or whatever the hell is going on over there, Hamas and whatnot, they're killing people. North Korea has gone to juvenile pranks to pull on South Korea. And they, like I said, they are literally filling balloons with trash and shit and biological
Facts.
warfare. And they're in balloons.
Peter, you're
with
not even a
hydrogen.
real person.
So they reach these certain points,
Too soon, Connor.
and the balloons pop, and it's literally raining shit and trash. But another problem.
They've stooped down to chimpanzee tactics.
Exactly. But another problem that's with it, outside of, all the trash and shit that's all over South Korea right now, is that these fucking balloons are causing South Korea's quote unquote missile defense systems
To go haywire.
to go crazy. The alarms are going off like crazy. So South Korea is like, do we push the button or do we not push the button? Like, what do we do?
South Korea's like, everybody run! Oh, wait, it's a trash bag. We're good.
I don't know if this is actually true or not, but did you guys see or hear about the Russian warship or whatever that's like right off the coast of Florida?
I say we board their boat, sail across the sea, and restore the heart of Tafiti. I said that's what we should do.
It's down along Cuba, which our military, our Navy sent ships down there too, and they're like, all right, assholes. It's a Mexican standoff. The Russian warships and the American warships are having a Mexican standoff.
Well, if they're down by Cuba, wouldn't it be a Cuba standoff?
No, it's a Mexican standoff. And at the worst case scenario, they start firing shit at each other and they blow up Florida. No loss there. I mean, that's a win-win for everybody, correct?
Oh, no, we lost Brian. Whatever will we do?
Oh, no.
Well, Mark and Brian would be dead then, you dumb.
Oh, no.
Oh, Mark was down there too?
Wow.
Yeah.
The network is dropping like flies.
Thanks, Jeff.
And somehow Connor's outliving everybody.
Yeah. Hey, look at me go. Yeah.
Look at you
Fuck
go,
it,
buddy.
bitches. For everyone that had me on their Deadpool, burn in hell.
Oh, we all will.
Congratulations to whoever had Jeff on their poll.
Glick looks at there. Holy shit! I had Jeff on my Deadpool.
Hang on, I gotta
Champion
erase his
again.
name off my wall.
Jeff's gone. Get rid of Jeff. I am a real boy.
So I know that Twitter's freaking out about the whole Russian thing. Do we really think it's anything more than just Russia kind of just being like, "Hey, we're coming, we're over here. What are you gonna do?"
Not in Connor, I'll ask your opinion with your military background, but I think this is the same thing that Russia and America has been doing to each other for the last 50, 60 years, man. It's a dick competition. Russia flexes a little bit, we flex back. We flex a little bit, they flex back. I think that's all it is.
Honest, there's no part of me that fears Russia.
Yeah,
no,
I don't think. Like I said, this has been a song and dance we've been doing for
since
God
what,
knows how many
60s?
years.
Russia, haven't you learned your lesson when you sent Ivan Drago against America? Like, yeah, you took out Apollo Creed, but you know what? We had the secret weapon of Rocky fucking Balboa. Just saying.
When he sent, that's the problem that they run into is when they sent Ivan Drago over here, he did great on U.S. soil. The problem is when Rocky came over there and said, "Hey guys,"
when Rocky
just like that,
created one of the greatest Rocky movie workout montages of all times.
Dude, the beginning of that movie is one of the best Rocky openings when you see the Russian glove and then
that you ever put your boat in the ocean next to ours. Yeah.
Ivan Drago isn't a fucking wrestler, you fucking dingbat. Good God.
Right, Peter Piper?
Honestly, I hope Florida does get taken out first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
I hope
Russians
they invade Brian's workspace. That's what I hope for.
the Russians did try to invade once upon a time, and a ragtag team of kids defended our country, led by the one and only Patrick Swayze. So I'm just saying.
I saw
You're
that
talking
coming.
about you're talking about the Wolverines, the Michigan Wolverines.
But no, in other news, I think it was I believe it was a Nebraska police officer
Uh-oh.
made a traffic stop, pulled over a young lady. Said young lady made an offer, and the police officer had to make quite the embarrassing call for backup.
Ooh, I gotta hear this.
Well,
Did he bite his pecker off?
He climbed into the back of his cruiser with said young lady. They pulled off down the side
No,
road
you
or
don't
whatever.
say, Brian. Never would have
And
guessed that.
as we all know, if we know anything about police cars, Jeff probably knows quite a bit about police cars recently. They don't open from the inside.
That's one way to get fired.
So he had to call for backup because he decided to take up on said favor from young lady and lock themselves into the back of his cruiser.
Super troopers in real life, am I right, boys?
Honestly, I can't even blame him.
I mean,
what would you do?
I mean, you're a cop. You can't wait until you're off fucking duty to go get some.
ma'am.
Well, no, because she's trying to get out of the ticket now.
Well, you tell her.
She
Go get
needs
a
to
hotel
either
room.
swallow the nut up or she needs to shut up.
I agree. I agree with Jarvis. You say, you know what? I'm gonna let you off with a warning, but
I'll see you at the local Piggly Wiggly a little after my
well,
shift's
don't
done.
do it in public. I'll see you down at the Red Roof Inn. When I get done with my shift, and if she doesn't show up,
but then you can't guarantee that she pays up.
Well, then if she doesn't pay up, then you
have her fucking license plate number. What the fuck's she gonna do? You could literally
What
look
are
her
you
up
kidding
on
me?
the
That's like giving your wife a back rub because she promises for some head, and then you go to cash in, but you gave her the back rub first. She's like, "I'll get you tomorrow."
Yeah, but the great thing is we've learned in media, if you listen to the news, cops are all terrible.
I told you that in secret, Connor, you fucker.
He goes to her house, makes a false claim that she robbed a grocery store, and he shoots her in the back 17 times.
It's a common problem, Jarvis.
Yeah, I'm just
Calm
saying.
down, Scott Peterson.
Maybe she's resisting arrest, and you got to put your knee on the back of her neck for 10 minutes.
Why the back of her neck? Put it on the front of her neck. Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Jarvis got it.
Of course I got it. It happened in Minnesota, you fuck.
And I'm kidding. I love our law enforcement. I'm joking, guys. However, yeah,
just
like
know
I said,
when they say they can't breathe, don't ramp up the pressure. Just saying.
Well,
how
can you say you can't breathe if you can't breathe?
At the end of the day, let's be honest. That situation, I think the cop was a hero. Oh no, he was such an upstanding citizen with a rap sheet 14 miles long that incled.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but in fact,
right,
I won't say anything.
Let's not.
Let's tear down the statues of our founding fathers because they had slaves, but let's erect a statue of a criminal. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I like to erect statues.
You haven't been erect in the last 3 years since you have no legs. Nothing works from the waist down, ladies and gentlemen.
My dick.
I don't count that as my
anymore,
waist.
Lieutenant Dan.
My Peter Piper fucked a pepper works just fine. My Peter Piper fucks many peppers.
Hey, you know what? Whatever gets you off.
Whatever gets you hard.
Just the same pepper.
I think there's ways around to collect a debt outside of being like, oh, just pull my cruiser around the car and we can hop in the back.
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't blame the man. I you know what? Do you, man? But
Yeah, you don't know.
It was a stupid
This guy
mistake.
could be married. His wife doesn't put out or anything, and like the guy
I
just decided,
wouldn't
hey,
assume that. I was just saying, if he's a single guy, wanted to
well,
get his
he
dick
could
sucked,
be married. He could be single. We don't know.
Jarvis, are you
well, if he was
projecting?
married, then he's a douche, and if he wasn't married, then good on him.
What, Glick?
Just you made a rookie mistake though.
But he did he did unfortunately resign from his position as a police officer. I don't know what kind of trouble he would have been in. Probably a reprimand, maybe a few days off, paid suspension, something like that. However, the ridicule from his from the rest of his coworkers for the rest of the time he worked there, because you're never gonna.
Yeah, you'll never get another job in police work.
Well, no. They're never going to let you live that down. They're never going to let you live that down. It's like we're not going to let Connor live down the fact that he fell out of his chair last week. So I mean, you know they're going to break his balls every chance they get when he's in the when he's in the department. Hey, remember that time you locked yourself in the back of your cruiser with the whore?
I mean, their college team is the Cornhuskers for a reason. Just saying.
I think it was Nebraska. I'm pretty sure it was Nebraska, but nonetheless, we're not real news, so we don't have to be accurate. We can just make shit up. You guys don't know.
Holy shit! Russia's invading. No, kidding.
Yeah.
So
that's how we should start the next show, is with the emergency alert system.
Play a clip from the day after.
Fallout has begun in the city of Los Angeles. Everyone, thank God. I got you, bitch.
Play a clip from Independence Day where the spaceship blows up the White House.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
but that's what it would look like.
We haven't had dinner yet here, so I'm having Miller Lite for an appetizer.
I had chicken patties for dinner.
Oh my goodness.
We're
twinning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hashtag winning. Miller Lite, you owe us. Nikki's gonna grill.
We're winning.
Nikki's gonna do some steak on the grill. I think some shrimp or chicken and chicken kebabs.
You're letting your wife cook steak on the grill for you?
We got some veggies, and then we got some.
What kind of Sasquatch eats vegetables?
I love veggies, dude. What are you talking about? What kind of Sasquatch? We live in the goddamn forest. Of course, we eat greens.
I thought you were a predator. I thought you were a carnivore.
How do you think I got so big and strong? If you don't eat your veggies, you're not going to grow up and be big and strong, Connor. That's why you have no weight.
I thought you ate lots of dogs. That's why I liked you so much. Me and my cat were best friends with you up until this point.
Oh, we eat babies and dogs and cats and sometimes the lost hiker in the woods.
Jarvis, you want to go to the woods?
No, I'm good.
Wait here, Jarvis. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Hold on, Jarvis.
Get help.
Hold on, Jarvis. I see something. Oh, you got shot, Jarvis. How'd that happen? Oh my God, it's a Sasquatch. Jarvis, run. Oh wait, that's right.
Hey, Jarvis, you know what they used to call me in the Army? Dick Cheney.
I hear Sasquatches are attracted to the smell of blood. That's shark stupid. Yeah, I've heard it both ways.
Connor shoots me in the leg. Nice fucking aim, Chris Kyle.
Hey, that man was a hero.
Most of the stories of him are exaggerated, but yeah.
Sarcasm.
I got held up at a gas station by 2 armed men, but yet I'm able to fucking pull a Steven Seagal move with a holster. Yeah, okay.
Steven Seagal?
Did you slap him like a little girl? Pew, pew, I'm Steven Seagal.
Stop it! Stop! That's my purse. I don't know you.
Did he later call you and say he can't quit you?
Yeah, it's like that old joke. If you went camping with a whole bunch of dudes and you woke up, couldn't remember the night before, but your butthole hurt really bad, would you tell anybody?
Oh, fuck that.
I'm talking to you, Steven.
What?
No.
You want to go
What
camping?
What happens in the camping? What happens in the tent stays in the tent. Let's be honest.
Who's Katie?
Brian's trying to be funny, and it's nah.
Who's
No.
Katie?
I don't get it. I'm just gonna keep Peter Piper's
Yeah,
I am
Pepper up
getting
keep
here.
that one.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, real dark.
Mhm.
In other news, speaking of criminals and cops, I'm sure you guys have probably seen this. It's been everywhere.
Criminals and cops
The
or
older
criminals and cops?
gentleman who the older gentleman who was had to do a Zoom court hearing, and he was driving, and he had a suspended license.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, it was an older gentleman, and he was like had to do a Zoom court thing, and they pull everything up. And,
Oh yeah.
and he was like, hold on, I got to get in this parking spot real quick. And the judge is like, "Are you driving?" And he was like, "Yeah." Oh, and that was kind of the video clip. Dumb criminal,
I mean, hey, I'm down.
dumb criminal. We all thought world's dumbest criminal. Here we go. You're a fucking moron. However, and the judge kind of went off on him. Right, the judge really kind of read him the riot act at the end of the day.
The Reddit Act.
The Reddit act, yeah, like he really kind of went off on him and gave him a bunch of shit. Well, there was an update a few days later from that story after it happened. Turns out the guy did not have a suspended license at all. It was a clerical error at the DMV and the courthouse. He did lose his license a few years prior for unpaid child support or whatever, but he got all caught up and got everything paid and taken care of, and got his license back. But the DMV or the courthouse, one of the two, made a mistake in the computer, so the judge had to come back and eat crow and apologize because they were going to have they had this guy he was arrested and he was facing some jail time for it, but the judge had to come back and eat crow. And it's just like, yeah, y'all should figure out who was supposed to fix that and made that error and fire them immediately. Because
you know that judge, after he was done apologizing, walked out of his area, went to the clinical person and said, "Do your damn job, Susan."
The clinical person or the clerical person?
Clerical, clinical, same thing.
I mean,
actually, they're completely different.
In the world we live in, that everybody is
Still
so
costs you money no matter what.
well. Everybody's so quick to sue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
I don't know what kind of damages were done to this guy. I don't really think anything major happened to him, but I mean, I wouldn't hire the same lawyer. Well, I mean, granted, she was a defending. What do they call that type of lawyer? The prosecuting
Defense lawyer.
Yeah, the defense lawyer. She wasn't a very good defense lawyer at the end of the day because, instead of being like, "Shut up, stop fucking talking," she just let it happen, and she was just like, "Oh no!" Like maybe you
His
should have
license
done
is suspended. What?
on the
No
case.
way.
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but maybe you should have done your homework and looked into the situation and done a little bit better job at the end of the day. So that way that the judge wouldn't have been up there reading the guy the riot act, giving him 17 different kinds of hell, because he's driving with a suspended license, and then you could have been like, "Hey, judge, you could have saved both of them. You could have made both of them." Save both of them from looking stupid and been like, "Hey, I did a little research, and actually, he does have his license." And but she just stood there and watched the whole thing happen.
Good job, dickhead.
I'm way cooler than those Duck Dynasty losers.
You, Steven, you, me, and Peter's Pepper. We're all going camping.
Yeah. I mean, what's not even close? Brian, I'm so confused.
I don't know. He says things, and I don't think he thinks. I think he
Brian,
just
please
says
help
things.
me.
Well, Peter, to answer your
Who gave
question,
you a
yes.
computer?
So, Jarvis, you're a former Twitcher.
T-Witch.
Twitch, like Twitch. You used to use.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Okay. I
No,
was
a
like,
Twitch-
okay,
a
where's he
Twitcher,
going with this?
Yeah. A Twitcher. You were on Twitch. You gamed on Twitch. We were Twitchers too at one point in time. So everybody's got their panties all up in a bunch right now because Twitch is raising their. I didn't know there was. The subscription price for subscribers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know what is this. I know you were an affiliate, and I think
it
you have.
used to be like $5 maybe. I'm not quite sure. I honestly, I was like, hey, if you follow me, I'm happy. Thank you for the follow. You don't have to subscribe to me, former tweaker. Shut up.
Press the live button, dum-dum.
Press the live button, refresh the page. There is a slight delay. There's about a 30 to 45 second delay on YouTube. I don't know what the delay is like on.
It's no more than a few seconds.
Yeah.
What
gold are you giving?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What he's talking
I'm
about. 80s brother.
Russia, if you want to invade anything and
Our
kidnap
standards-
anyone, take Brian. We are.
Our
giving
standards
you
are a
him.
little higher here on any other night other than Thursday.
So yeah, I think they're going from like 5 something to 6 something, and a lot of people are
a whole
all up in
dollar.
Yeah, it's $1. But here's my thing. With people that are affiliated and have subscribers. One of the perks and again, Jarvis, I know you were affiliated. We weren't, so this is why I'm gonna direct this question to you. When you're affiliated and you can have subscribers, one of the perks of being a subscriber is you don't have to watch ads, correct?
Yeah, but you can get around that with the whole Twitch Nitro or whatever it's called.
Mhm.
You can literally buy that, and it's kind of like YouTube Premium in a way, where you don't have to subscribe to anyone. You can just that and pretty much being a subscriber. So if you made your channel sub only, that means that most of your content would be subscriber only based. So you would have to subscribe to that channel in order to watch it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like as the affiliate, when somebody for your you have the capability to turn the ads on or off, right?
Yeah, and you can make the ads how long you want them, intervals and all that. Like there's people that literally, I swear to God, as soon as they got affiliate, they crank the ads up so much that within like 2 minutes every time would be a new ad, and I'm just sitting back like I'm good with one every hour.
Do you make money off of those ads?
You can.
So basically,
well, it's when you get affiliated, it's Twitch paying you.
Yeah, so when they run ads, you make a little bit of money, right?
Yeah. They say it's a fair split, but
so this is kind of my opinion on it. If you're an affiliate and somebody's already paying you $5 or $6 a month, doesn't that make you a scumbag if you don't turn your ads off or if you don't moderate your ads enough to where you're not getting inundated in ads?
Well,
and you're kind of stealing money from people at the end of the day.
So I look at it as a two-way street. Now, if you're let's say you have 1,000 subscribers and you're making good money off your subscriber count, 100% turn off your fucking ads. But if you're just starting out and like a few people that know you are subscribing to you, keep the ads on. Like, granted, it's a double-edged sword, but like at the same time, if you're already supporting someone for the $5, $1 ain't gonna break your fucking bank. $1 more ain't gonna break your bank. But at the same time, I always thought that even the streamer should be able to be like, okay, tier 1, donate to subscribe at tier 1, pay $2. You know, make it at least somewhat affordable so then people want to come and subscribe.
No, I don't know. I just think, you know, especially with the what is the split with a subscriber? I mean, you know, if somebody's paying $6 or whatever to subscribe, what does Twitch take?
Fuck, probably most of it.
Oh, really? So Twitch
now, if you get donations through like Streamlab or Stream Elements, you get to keep that money.
Or like your what about your gifts and stuff? You know, where people can
that I wouldn't fucking know.
Okay.
That I wouldn't know. But no, like if you use like get donations from like Streamlabs, so like let's say I was doing bye Connor, I was doing a stream and you came into my Streamlab and donated like $5, I keep all 5 of that.
Okay. I don't know.
At least that's what I've heard.
You know, I think, and again, we're not affiliated, and I didn't really know how all that worked, but I mean, I think in my opinion, if I'm affiliated and somebody's already paying $5, $6, whatever it is, and part of the perks of being perks of having a subscription is not having to watch ads. I think it's a dick move if you start. I don't care if you've got 100 followers or 1 million followers. I think it's a dick move if you intentionally keep the ads up and play the ads. Like you said, 1 an hour. All right, that makes a little bit of sense. But if you're inundating people with the ads and they're already paying a subscription, and now the subscription costs are going up, it's kind of a dick move in my opinion. But
there was a Twitch streamer that we know very well. I won't say his name, but as soon as he got affiliated, had one every 5 minutes.
Yeah, Salty Dalty, you punk bitch. I just wanted to call him. I just wanted to call him a punk bitch.
Yeah, he told
as
my mom.
As a joke, I'm not like seriously, just as a joke.
Yeah. He told my mom last time he talked with her. He's like, "Yeah, I've got to call Steven. I got to make sure that we're still good and all that. But I haven't just had the time, and I'm just sitting here like, a text works too."
Yeah, I don't know if there's any beef or not.
No. No, me and Glick. Yeah, me and Glick are really solid. No, me and Dalton.
No, I cannot fucking stand Jarvis.
Well, I can't understand him either. He's the one living. He's the one living Sasquatch, and no one has. There's no law against hunting him. Just fucking do it. Jarvis, just do it.
Gotta find us first, bitch.
There's one of you. Calm down. There's one of you left. Calm down. Except for the time you had to go on a fucking rampage and go fucking to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Was it in the window?
Yeah. I was in the kitchen window for a hot minute.
I don't know why it was in the window.
I don't know, but it didn't get stolen out of your car.
No.
That's why I said, is this the one you were talking
about? Oh, no. That's one of the other ones I had.
And also, one of your death picks might be knocking on old Heaven's door.
I am aware of that. He has actually been on Death Watch for a hot minute. For a couple weeks now, he has been on Death Watch.
And we are talking about
Mr. Former President Jimmy Carter, the oldest living president and the president to live the longest so far. He and defying odds, most people when they go into hospice, they don't live more than a month or two. He's been in hospice for over a year now, but it's starting to look like Jimmy's coming to the end of days, and he's on death watch. I'm looking. I don't want him to die, but I'm going to be very.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want him to die off screen. Die.
I'm going to be very grateful and thankful for the not only the point in the celebrity death poll that we have, but I'm also going to be extremely grateful for the first to go points. So that's going to give me an automatic 3-0 lead over the Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So I'm one step closer to a new championship belt, my friend.
I'm waiting for Glick to literally, when they say that he's on life support and the family won't pull the plug, I'm waiting for Glick to be like, hey, if you want me to, I can.
I don't think it's a matter of that. I think once it's time for him to go, the family they've all come to terms with it and everything like that. And,
Well, the
you know,
dude
and
had
that's
an
not that
amazing life. I
yeah,
mean,
and like I said, not that I want anybody to die. And Jimmy's had an amazing life.
Yeah.
His wife had an amazing life. I think they were married something like 70 plus years, which is unheard of anymore. They were both amazing people. They did a lot of things charity wise. Jimmy was a great president. You know, I don't want the guy to die, but you're 99, bro. You had a great run, man.
we get
And
it. You want to reach
Well, and
100,
plus I
but
need the
you're
points. I need the
Yeah.
points. All right. I look. I'm one step away from being the double belted 2-time. I'm the
He's
new
trying
tribal
to beat
chief.
the
I'm
point
the new
spread.
tribal chief. I get 2 belts. I'm the new tribal chief, head of the table. Goddamn, I'm Roman Reigns status at that point. I've already been the podcasting champ for 3 fucking years.
My hand is hovering over the remove.
I'm just saying.
Do it.
I'm just saying, man. You know, I'm on the verge of absolute dominance and greatness. Jimmy, I need you to go, man. And there's another
Connor,
one.
are you
know,
okay out there in the world?
There's another one that I had on there that on my list that kind of pained me to put on there, and that was, you know, growing up as a young Glick. One of my favorite television shows was Boy Meets World. But
Who's dying on that show?
Mr. Feeney.
Oh shit.
Feeney. No, he's not dying, but he's like 90 some. He's like almost 100 years old.
He was also the voice, believe it or not, of Kit in Knight Rider.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
No, they actually. So there's a podcast from the it's Sean, which is Corey's best friend.
I never watched the show.
The absolutely gorgeous goddamn Topanga, and Sean's older brother. I can't remember their real life names, but I think Danielle Fisher is Topanga's name. But they host a podcast, all 3 of them together. But they did a little reunion with what's his name, William something, Danny or Fay or something like that, who played Feeney in the show. So he's still alive and kicking. I don't think he's going to die anytime soon, but he's just super old at the end of the day. But anywho,
Hey, Jimmy Carter.
I was curious about the Twitch. I was curious about the Twitch thing. Not so much that it was what the fuck news. I was just more curious to learn more, like the affiliate status and, you know, what comes with being a subscriber and stuff like that. Because I know there's some Twitchers out there that have blatantly said, like, yeah, I know you're paying for a subscription and I know I can turn the ads off, but why would I do that when I get more money from the ads? So basically, fuck you guys for subscribing, which I think is a dickbag move at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then they'll make comments like, hey, if you don't want to watch the ads, I'm on YouTube and 900 other platforms at the same time. Just go there and watch me. I don't know. That's why I wanted to. I don't think $1 is that big of a deal, though.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't subscribe to anybody on Twitch. I don't think there's anybody out there in the Twitch world or any of the other platforms. I'm not that guy who's going to drop a bunch of fucking gifts on somebody on TikTok or anything like that. And I'm not subscribing to your fucking channel. And if you make it to where only your subscribers can watch your channel, all right, I'll find somebody else to watch. You know what I mean?
I wish I would have had a meme about Amaranth. Amaranth subscribers when it goes up $1.
Yeah.
Any other content creator. What? You want an extra $1?
Connor said his internet just
Yeah, I
dropped.
saw that. Hopefully
So
Connor's internet will be back. breaking news in the sports world.
Uh-oh.
Jerry
Well, since you said
West.
breaking news. I'll let you cut in.
Jerry West has passed away.
LA Lakers great, correct?
Yep. And also the NBA logo.
Hmm. What, he created it?
No, he is the NBA logo.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
That player, I did not know. I did not know. That's cool.
But in other news, LeBron James wanted it to be changed.
Now, LeBron James is he's a bit of an idiot sometimes. What does she do?
Well, I mean, he grew up in Cleveland.
That has nothing to do with anything. I got news. I got more stories. I just want Connor to be a part of them. Let's take a real quick break. I got a couple more stories when we come back. Let's take a real quick break, and we'll come back. We'll be back here in just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I got music. Let's do a little Blacktop Mojo, man. I got Blacktop Mojo. It's an acoustic set. It's a newer song that they put up on their YouTube channel, but it is their cover of "Tuesday's Gone" by Leonard Skinner, and it's Matt and Kat with, like I said, a little acoustic number. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes.
Train roll on down the line, won't you? Please take me far away. Now feel the wind blow outside my door, won't you? I'm leaving my woman on. Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone with the wind. Lordy. Well, this train is, well, I'll try again, but I'm leaving my woman at home. Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone with the wind. Train roll on. Train roll on. Tuesday's gone.
There we go. We got Matt and Kat from Blacktop Mojo
Yeah.
with their acoustic cover of Leonard Skinner's "Tuesday's Gone." Welcome back to What the Fuck News, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are having a good week. It's Wednesday. We're almost there. We're going to continue on with news that makes you say, what the fuck? We got Connor back in the building. Get your fucking shit together, bro.
Fuck you. I don't want to hear it, you Monday night tantrum thrower. Yeah.
Jared Peachy's in the building.
Hey, yo.
And you guys know me. I am Glick, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing news stories, hanging out, chit-chatting, having a good time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. If you're not already, make sure you give us a follow on all the social medias. You can find us everywhere at The Nonsensical Network, or you can simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. You guys know the drill. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share if you'd be so kind. And don't forget to turn on the notifications. That way you know what we're doing when we're doing, because we literally have 7 shows, 7 nights a week, all live. Anyways, we're going to jump right back into the news. Connor, I wanted you to be here for these next couple stories. So that's why we took a little break a little early. First and foremost, have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen the painting of King Charles, or what's his name? Goddamn King Charles III. Looks like the bad guy from.
Are you gonna talk about it getting destroyed?
Yeah, well, if you'd let me get to it.
Yeah, shut up, Steven. Fuck.
God, why you gotta interrupt me all the time?
Nah, fuck. Here comes another tantrum, another rage quit. Get ready for this episode to get deleted, folks.
temper tantrum throwing click. Have you haven't seen King Charles, the painting that they did, the portrait that they did of King Charles?
I have not.
Have you seen Ghostbusters?
The original?
Yeah, the originals.
Yes.
Yes.
You know the bad guy? What was it? Ghostbusters 2?
2.
I've only seen the very first one. I never watched the second.
What the fuck is his name? Eon? No. You're talking about the second one, right? The one that comes out of the painting.
Okay.
And now here we go.
Oh, okay. I see it. And Glick is dropped. Yeah, how's it feel to have your Wi-Fi dropped, bitch? Yeah, get fucked, nerd.
There we go.
I
will show you guys and anybody who's watching. If you're not watching, if you're listening to a replay or whatever, go ahead and if you haven't seen it yet, just Google King Charles painting. But this painting is very reminiscent of that character in the movie. This is the portrait. This is the official portrait of King Charles. Anywho.
Did I hear the Ghostbusters song calling our names?
Yeah. Anywho, activists from an animal rights group vandalized the first official portrait of King Charleston, currently on display at the London Gallery. Okay, first and foremost, here's my thing. And I'll show you guys. Benji, what's going on, brother? I'll show you guys the picture of the vandalism as well. Here's my thing. First and foremost, you're the king, and they got the first official portrait, the first official painting, whatever you want to call it, on display. Don't you think that it would be somehow, some way protected? I mean, the Mona Lisa is like in a glass enclosure, and I think they've got armed guards that'll shoot you if you come within 5 feet of that enclosure.
Yeah,
well,
I don't know what the deal is with security in general nowadays, but it's fucking embarrassing.
Oh God, protesters! I'm not getting paid enough.
Yeah,
dude, it's not that fucking hard to tase somebody and get back to work.
Dude, look at the fucking palace guards. They will literally straight up hit you with the butt of their fucking rifle if you fuck with them for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hire some of them motherfuckers to be your security.
I mean, they don't have to hire them; they already pay for them.
I got something real quick when I get done with this, and I'll tell you guys about tasing. But anyway, so the campaign group Animals Rising posted a video on social media channels Tuesday
Connor.
showing 2 activists using a paint roller to stick signs over the portrait of the monarch. Like you, not only were you able to get that close, but you walked into this fucking gallery with paint rollers and these giant stickers, and nobody said anything.
Exactly.
Nobody said anything. They're just like, oh,
Benji, fair point. Fair point.
yeah, facts on facts. But what they did is they basically they put a sticker over top of King Charles's face from the animated cartoon. It's Wallace and Gromit. We have it here.
Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
But it's big over there.
Look,
But they
Gromit,
put
I found some
they
cheese.
put a picture of Wallace's face over top of King Charles with that little bubble, the little caption bubble below it that says "No cheese, Gromit. Look at all the cruelty on RSPCA farm." So the animal rights activists, these fucking psychopaths doing their weird ass shit.
I will happily kill every cow I see if it means I get another steak. Yeah.
What's this animal rights activist group called the DIANA?
No.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my TikTok feed, but every other live that I see is like a picture of a cow, a pig, and a chicken on a cheeseburger. And like they're all bloody and shit. And so it's food. Food. They are food.
That's just, dude, every time I see that shit, if I ain't hungry for Burger King or McDonald's or a burger in general, they ain't doing right advertising.
Who's getting a phone call?
That would be your one and only Sasquatchian.
Dude, you need to turn you need to turn off your vibrator, man.
I'm not getting that. I'm not. First and foremost, my phone's in my fucking hand because I literally just showed you guys a picture.
I can hear it. I can hear the.
It's not doing it. It's not doing it. It's not doing anything.
Wasn't my phone.
I didn't get a call.
Evidently, we're haunted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my phone's
There's
not
something
doing it.
strange in your
Plus,
neighborhood.
you're not gonna hear my phone because it's in my hand. If it was sitting on my table, then that's all.
What, Queen Elizabeth? You didn't like my
maybe it was
Princess
Nikki's
Diana
phone.
joke?
Maybe it was Nikki's phone because she did leave her phone. She had to run to Walmart. Apparently, we ran out of.
You're deafer than I am.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. How do you just walk into the London Gallery with giant paint rollers and sticks and a giant sticker, and nobody bats an eye? Nobody does anything. Everybody's just like, normal day in the gallery, I guess.
Yes, you did,
Yes,
Benji.
yes,
Jeff
you
is
did.
dead. Jeff is dead.
Jeff is dead.
Better than a doornail.
His wife heard banjos. Jeff ended up dead.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Well, if his wife
hard for
heard
his wife.
banjos, then she wasn't actually in France.
I was gonna say it's kind of hard for his wife to hear banjos because she's in France.
Oh, is she?
Oh, bonjour!
She's been there for months.
Fucking
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
But so Connor said something about security and just tased a motherfucker yesterday at a Cincinnati Reds game
Yeah.
in Cincinnati. Sorry if I stepped on your toes, and I'm just gonna do a real brief
No,
thing.
go
so
ahead.
you
Go
know,
ahead. Yeah.
Some
Keep stepping on his
jackass-
toes. Fuck that bitch.
Some jackass ran onto the field and started fucking with the cops.
At
The
least I can
cops
use my
fucking
toes.
tased the hell out of him.
There's
Shut
got to
up.
be a YouTube video on that somewhere. I
Oh
wanna
yeah,
see
no,
that.
there's videos, dude. Everybody in the stands recorded it. There's a YouTube video out there where a guy's recording it, and there's like 2 people below him, like the seats in front of them, and they've got their phones up too. Shout out to Cincinnati PD, man. You guys doing your thing and not taking any shit from anybody.
Fuck yeah.
The only department in all of, because Cincinnati's in Ohio, right?
What's that?
Yeah. Cincinnati's in Ohio, right?
Yeah. It's Southern Ohio.
At least it's the one.
Well,
positive thing.
technically, we don't claim Cincinnati. We try to push Cincinnati off onto Kentucky, but Kentucky is trying to fight us, and we're like, look,
The only
they're
the-
yours.
the only city that we can really say we claim is Columbus.
No, we claim Cleveland.
Think about it. No, I don't want to claim Cleveland.
Nobody does, but we do, man.
I
Everybody
don't
loves
claim
Cleveland.
them.
You know,
No.
everybody loves Cleveland. Cleveland rocks, man.
They
Everybody
did
loves-
make a song about
nobody-
them. That's
yeah,
pretty
but
cool.
Nobody likes Cincinnati, man. We've been trying to push
That
Cincinnati
I disagree. I disagree. I think that Cincinnati's a great city.
Hey, don't you have more things to worry about than Cincinnati with your 16 indictments? All right.
Listen, it's 34. It's a big number. It's really big.
Oh, Trump's
Hey,
on the
hey, former President Trump, what do you think about Hunter Biden getting in big trouble for his gun charges?
Finally, I've been saying it for years. Fantastic. The judge did a great job, unlike my crooked judge.
The judge's judgment
I
on Hunter
agree.
is going to be huge.
I agree with you, President Trump. I think that your trial was rigged. The jurors were terrible.
Rigged.
Oh
the
my
judge,
God, here
the
we
judge
go.
was terrible.
There's nothing I can do about it when it's rigged from the system.
It's Connor. She was like, "Wait, do you guys really have Trump on the show?"
I wanted to know which jackass was being Trump.
Oh, Connor.
Oh my
Hey,
God,
hey,
that's great.
I am this show's jackass now that Jeff is gone.
Now that Jeff is dead, Connor's filling the shoes.
I mean, is that really something that you want to live up to?
No, but
The
somebody has to.
Somebody
the bar
has
is
to.
second.
I
I'm
mean, the
nonsensical
bar
Biden,
is
and
really
I now
low.
have to pick up the slack. Yeah, there's
So,
not much I have to do. All I have to do is sit on my
Surprisingly-
toilet every once in a while and masturbate during the show. Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah, but we all know what happens to you when you sit on your toilet. So
He slides off.
no, he gets stuck because he ain't got
It's
no legs.
Operation Stuck Point. If you're gonna make fun of me, do it right.
I didn't know
Operation
how he's
Stuck
gonna
Point.
fucking go with it.
Alpha team white, Bravo team lift.
Shut up, Nikki. Nobody asked you.
Same thing.
I heard you laugh in the background. That
I
counts.
was talking to the dog.
Do you want to go?
Oh,
in?
uh-huh.
What are you doing?
She doesn't want it when I'm
Good God.
through.
Oh, you were perfectly fine over there.
I'm gonna laugh
know what?
in the
I'm gonna-
comments
I'm
for the
gonna bring-
replay.
I'm gonna bring Kittler with me to the Dublin Irish Festival.
Are you guys really coming to the Dublin Iron Festival?
It depends.
Work hard.
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen with my surgery coming.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, let us know
That-
if you guys.
originally, we were planning on coming to the Irish Festival.
Yeah,
And then,
let us know if you guys actually come up here. We'll come up and see you guys.
We'll see how recovery goes. I'm still hoping to go. I just want to be off my narcotics.
Yeah, I'm excited that I didn't realize that Brian's wife Stacy. I didn't realize her family was so close to me. So I'm really excited for when Brian and Stacy come up and get to hang out with Brian in person, have a few beers with him and whatnot. I think that'll be really cool. Anyways,
Yeah.
and other news, you guys weren't here for this, but like I think it was last year, Jeff and I did a story on this guy, this little Asian guy, who spent like $160,000 to become a border collie. Who wanted to become a dog.
See,
So,
I think we should just shoot those people.
Facts on facts.
You're not getting an argument from me at the end of the day. But so he got this costume, like $160,000 for this costume. I believe he had some surgeries as well so that he could. And he walks around like he's got a handler that walks him around the park and around, where he's from and all.
Can he
this.
lick his own balls?
That I don't know.
See, that reminds me of like when I was a kid, there was this thing on Animal Planet of like the
That's a
weirdest fucking
That's
thing.
a dude in a costume.
And it was this dude who had like multiple cosmetic surgeries to look more like a cat.
like walking him and shit.
But the difference was this dude was like, yeah, no, I'm just a normal dude. I just like I like doing this shit to myself and being fucking weird. I know I'm weird. That's just fucking weird.
Wow.
But like he's like, yeah, no, I know I'm a bit of a weirdo, but like I enjoy dressing up like a cat and being like this. Like I don't think I'm an actual cat, but like I like dressing up like this. That I can understand, but that's fucking ridiculous.
Joke on Hollywood. That ain't Lassie. That's just a guy in a fucking suit.
Yeah. Well, we have an update on Toko the dog.
Did he hump the wrong person?
Did he die?
Toko the dog believes that he can be other four-legged animals, like a fox or a panda, which is what he wants to do. He wants to become a panda now.
So now he's gonna become a fat bastard?
Hey! I take offense to that.
You're a fucking Sasquatch, not a panda. You two different species, you fucking numbskull.
I'm talking about the fat bastard comment.
Yeah, you asshole.
Shut up, Connor.
Some
What?
of us.
Fuck
some
you,
of-
Jarvis.
Some of
Fuck
us
you, Connor.
are weight challenged. All right.
Anyway, we'll just get. I can do.
April Fools, so can I, bitch.
Boom, and then there was just Glick. And Glick
Yeah,
had
I'm on
nothing to
top
do
where
with
I
the other
belong.
two leaving. Just so you know.
God damn it, I hit
But,
the wrong fucking
No,
button again.
yeah, Toko the dog has decided that he can be, and he wants to be other four-legged animals, and
I can't stand that shit. That's
Yeah.
I mean, a part of me is like, you
So are
know,
we gonna
you-
look? Are we gonna go
Oh,
to the
well,
zoo
here's
and
the
see
thing,
this
a part
fat
of me-
bastard eating bamboo?
a part of me is like, you should be locked in an asylum. You should be in a home somewhere.
You think?
But there's also a part of me that's like, you're not hurting anybody. You're not doing anything wrong.
So if I wanted to be a pony,
I'm gonna put
you guys ain't getting married no more.
I could be my
I
own
don't
pony.
think that's legal to get married, Nikki.
Yeah, I'm not bestiality. I mean, some other states in the 50 some odd continental.
Lick ate a horse's pussy.
Horse out again tonight? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you do what you got to do.
I don't know. She's My Little Ponies. Benji said in the comments, "Ride my pony." I don't know what the hell she calls herself.
I'm with you, Glick. Like on one hand, they're not hurting anybody. Like, why should it matter? Don't get me
It's
like
just
I have
weird.
that argument with myself too. But on the other hand, whatever happened to the good old days where we would just lobotomize you fucks? Like,
No, this is what happens when we give everybody a goddamn participation trophy, and we're not allowed to play goddamn dodgeball in gym anymore.
no, this is what
It
happens.
is
when
American
public schools-
God-given right to hit someone in the face with a fucking dodgeball.
No,
Yeah,
this is
because
what
you
happens
fuckers
when
took
public
it.
schools tell you that everyone's opinion matters.
Yes.
No, it
Yes.
fucking doesn't. You're stupid.
How warm is it?
I hope you die.
Connor, do it in your Trump voice.
Well, no, because even though he might believe that, I don't want to
You don't
slander
wanna-
the man
I like it. It's
more
just a
than
little-
he already does himself.
when it gets warm.
I don't like
Facts.
this. You can have the other one.
Oh, I
But no,
like it.
He's
when you
like,
turn
I don't
the
love
God-
gay people, but they're good. They're okay.
Connor, you were
like I can't make it worse for the guy. Really, I can't.
No, it's the thing. Like, it's like
Neither
you spend
can
all
I.
this money on a costume to become a border collie, and I don't know. You know, I'm not going to look the story up, but I think he had a couple surgeries.
I'm like, that's taking the furry thing a little too far.
Oh, yeah, you know, but at the same time, it's like
Honestly, if he breaks his ankle, can I shoot him legally?
well, he's not a horse; he's a dog.
You can do that to
Benji,
a
Trying to
dog.
be a panda
Benji, let's not
Think about it.
offend
If
the
it's more-
alphabet community, okay?
However,
People put their dogs down
how
all the
fucking
time
adorable-
because it's too expensive to deal with their health care.
Yeah. However, how fucking adorable are pandas, though? Yeah, they're big fat retarded creatures, but they're fucking adorable. Don't tell me you guys ain't ever watched fucking
Kung-
videos for an
Oh,
hour.
Never
actually,
ever. You
On
if you-
that,
you haven't
there-
lived if you haven't watched Kung Fu Panda.
there was a story a couple weeks ago of a zookeeper in like fucking China or something who got mauled by like 4 fucking pandas.
Oh no, they're cute and adorable. It's like a polar bear. Polar bears. I mean, Coca-Cola has done a real fantastic job of making panda bears look cute and cuddly and fun. But at the end of the day, you ever watch a polar bear eat? You know how violent those creatures are.
Hey, okay, those panda bears. All I'm saying, or polar bears, as long as you don't take away their Coca-Cola, fine. You take
But
that
yeah,
shit
I mean,
away.
Polar bears are fucking terrifying.
They
Fucking
are.
terrifying, dude.
and
They're
pandas.
they're not just vicious, they're huge. Like when they stand on their back legs, which they do every once in a while, just like grizzly bears. When they stand on their back legs, they're like fucking 15 foot tall.
I think they're like 25 or 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
So
What did Nikki just show you her tits? What just happened?
I seen a pony's glitter snack.
But no, like honestly, out of all the
Yes,
animals you could be,
Boobies.
let's be honest. You're either gonna be a Sasquatch or a panda.
You like this
I
side?
want to know exactly how large a polar bear can get.
I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's ask Google.
I thought you were going a different way with that question or with that statement, Connor.
Let's ask. They're fucking massive creatures. How big is a polar bear?
So it says that the height is right around 8 feet.
8 to 10 feet long. Stand at 5 feet tall. At the shoulder.
Damn.
At the shoulder, that's not on their hind legs. Holy
No.
shit on a shingle, dude.
Males can weigh as much as 1,100 pounds, and standing upright can reach a height of 10 feet or more.
Yeah, that's
I
fucking
will not be
disgusting.
fighting a polar bear.
I would shit my pants.
As soon as that polar bear is coming at me, I'll be like, "Hey, here's a Coke."
How big are panda bears?
They're not quite that. They're not very big.
Oh my
But
god, they're tiny. I could totally kick a panda bear's ass.
Oh my god!
But they
here we
still,
go again.
when they bite them, and they've got some claws on them too.
Glick, all that
It's like-
motherfucker has to do is get you around the jugular, and you're done.
Dude, a panda bear standing is actually only like 2 to 3 feet tall. It's smaller than Jeff, which is hard to believe, but it's smaller than Jeff.
It's smaller than my wife.
Well, everything's
Dude, I got
smaller than
50
Jeff
pounds-
now.
I got 50 pounds on a male. I've got 3 feet.
Let's see what you.
I
did
got
there,
over
Connor.
3 feet and
Yeah,
50
yeah.
pounds on a male polar bear. I could beat a polar bear's ass.
Sometimes
And-
Connor.
and not a
okay,
polar
okay.
Panda bear. No. Clear.
Not a polar bear.
You
a
need.
panda bear.
Yep. There you go.
Unless they know Kung Fu. Unless it's Kung Fu Panda.
Dude, if you ever go up against a fucking panda and they don't know kung fu, like all you gotta do is put them in a sleeper hold. They're done.
I want to cuddle a panda. I don't want to fight a panda. I could take a panda
I
though.
want to cuddle a koala bear.
Koala bears are assholes too.
I
apparently.
wanna. I
They all
wanna
have chlamydia.
actually want to see a lemur.
Steven Jarvis wants to cuddle a Connor bear. What?
No, Steven Jarvis wants to be cuddled
In a
by
tent.
a connor.
In a tent in the woods.
Hey, don't act like you haven't already tried it there, Glick.
Okay. So
Oh, not
the
only did I try
the
it,
largest polar bear ever recorded was a male that was shot in 1960 in Alaska, not in like the Arctic, in fucking Alaska, at 2,200 pounds, and it was nearly 12 foot tall.
polar bears
Yeah,
are-
fuck that. Fuck
You know,
that.
Benji, with the way the world is, I think Toko the dog should be able to compete in a dog show. And if he wins, maybe he'll become dog of the year. I mean,
I think Coco the dog should end up like
where was
Harambe.
it at? Where was it at that I just seen?
Harambe did nothing wrong.
He got close to my kid. Shoot him.
Mississippi or something like that was actually Mr. Mississippi. I don't know, some state did their beauty pageant and a dude won. Well, a dude in cosplay as a woman won.
You know, I wonder if we could invite Togo the dog to come have an interview on the show.
You
Why?
know, we might be able to. But does Toko the dog talk, or does he go full character?
Or does
Yeah.
he say woof woof? What was that, Lassie? I said there's a kid in the well.
Yeah.
What?
Does,
Jimmy's trapped in the well?
Does Toko the dog, is he in full character, and he doesn't speak like a human, and he just barks? Either way, still entertaining as fuck.
If that happens, it's gonna be a really short interview.
Oh no, it'll be entertaining as fuck.
I'll sit and protest. Why are you on the show, Jarvis? I thought you were protesting.
We'll pass that interview off to Mark and Brian.
Oh, when I say it, it's wrong. When Glick says it, it's
No, because it was a joke, and I didn't call them motherfuckers and assholes. And I mean, they are. Brian's an asshole. No, just kidding. No, God damn it, Connor, get your ears back on because I got one more story here before we get to you guys tonight.
Maybe tonight's just gonna be your night.
Yeah.
Because I fucking kill this shit. Everything I do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's why Monday night happened so well.
Real quick and see if I can pull up Monday night.
Monday night was like,
it's
oh
all
my
about
god, he's so
redemption.
cool. We can't handle it, guys.
It's all about redemption, you assholes. As Bob Marley said, this is my redemption song. Go to hell.
Didn't Bob Marley also say, "Oh,
I don't
got
think he
shot.
said go to hell."
I'm gonna play
Well,
my
Bob
final
Marley wasn't
concert
shot.
while
Bob Marley died because he got like gangrene or something in his toe.
he got
I
killed.
thought you were gonna say
Or
something
he
else
got
about
shot,
a game.
but he didn't die from it.
Yeah, he didn't get. Yeah, no, that's not what killed him. He had an infection in his toe that killed him. It was something completely random and unnecessary that killed Bob Marley.
That's
Shut
what
up! I'm a
happened. How
Bob
do you
Marley.
see
First and foremost,
who's watching
Bob
this?
Marley fan. I love reggae music. It's one of my favorite types of music. Yeah.
You did what to Reggie?
Don't you worry about
Reggae. God damn, dude.
Don't you worry about what I did to Reggie. He had it coming, or I was coming. One of
Someone was coming.
I don't know. All I know is there was something about a gangbang.
I don't know. It's not gay if you can't remember it. Apparently, that's what Connor says.
Which is true.
Brian, the real funny Brian.
Oh, this is the good one.
So check this out, man.
Dude, we're gonna have another meeting on Saturday. We're gonna get ripped a new one, Connor.
Brian and Rock Lee are the only reasons that we are inclusive. Everybody else on this show is just white males.
No, that's not true. Glick is a Sasquatch. I'm whatever.
He's a white male Sasquatch.
No, this is a
And
minority.
if he is a Sasquatch, he's the
This is a minority-
richest Sasquatch that ever lived.
This is a minority-owned network.
He's an albino Sasquatch.
I am a Squatch, and Squatches are a minority, so therefore
You are a rich white Sasquatch.
Dude, I wish I was rich.
I was about to
See where I
say.
live?
You're the richest Sasquatch on planet Earth.
Well, facts on facts.
No.
Name one Sasquatch who has more money than you other than Rock Lee.
Bigfoot.
Well, Rock Lee has not reached his full Squatchian potential yet.
Yeah.
No, it's more like an 8. Or a
Hey,
15.
I'm
That's-
0.50% white guy. Can I get my white privilege?
Yeah,
Calm
that's-
down
that's-
there, Chief Pocahontas or whatever
Yeah,
the fuck
no.
the politician is.
You need at least a 0.9
First
to
and
reach
foremost,
that.
Brian is
stage.
Mexican. He has nothing to do with indigenous people. Why would you call him Chief Pocahontas? He's fucking Mexican.
No, it's an Elizabeth Warren joke. Calm down.
We are grilling as well tonight. Nikki's gonna fire up some. She got the grill going. She's gonna throw on some steaks and
Stay fucking home.
some chicken
Oh,
kebabs.
Brian, you're grilling? I better see your fucking meat, dude.
You don't see my meat.
I better get lots of pictures of your meat on Snapchat tonight, Brian.
Brian and I
Fucking
are-
Florida Brian sends you a bunch of his meat pics, and Connor's just like, "Not you, you dumbass."
Oh yeah, fuck.
Brian and I are, but I'm not grilling.
Meat. Ah, run, Brian. Ah.
Mama's grilling tonight, so I'm taking the night off doing the show.
Wow, Sasquatch got domesticated.
I've been grilled since I made pork chops 2 weeks ago.
I haven't. No.
Comes out of the woods, already domesticated, folks.
Honestly, my Nikki cooks pretty goddamn good. I'm not even gonna lie.
But I also told you
She
after
made
the
some pork chops and
move it here on out.
oh fuck, what is
Do
it?
you-
She
do
made
you-
pork chops and couscous the
Yeah, I
other
did do
night.
six last
You
week.
did
What the fuck is
Fucking
couscous?
delicious. It's like a Middle Eastern form of rice that's not rice. They're almost like capers. They're little small
Messy.
round. They're little balls of like, it's almost like rice,
Oh.
but
Brian
it was
knows. I have
fucking
no idea.
delicious.
Anyways, I got one more story here before I turn it over to you two jackasses with your world.
By the time he's
You know,
done,
you know,
the
you
show
know,
will
you
end.
know how when somebody dies and like the funeral home, natural causes, not a murder scene where the coroner comes and gets them or whatever. But you know, like somebody dies of a heart attack or whatever, and they die in their house. And you know, typically, oh, dude, I'm so jealous.
Dude, I love rack of lamb,
I
dude.
love lamb.
Mary used to have a little lamb
You
until
can't.
Glick ate her.
You couldn't go to the Indian restaurant in Easton.
Jeez, it's too bad that you're not from here.
I don't like lamb.
Oh, lamb is delicious.
Lamb.
Oh,
How do you not like lamb?
oh, it has lamb.
Honestly, Glick, I don't know about you, but that's a deal breaker for me.
You know, well,
Shut up, Connor.
we had a conversation about deal breakers earlier. I can't remember what it was, but oh
Mind
yeah.
your business.
Oh, hold on a second. Little off
I'm
subject.
just being honest, number 3.
Little. You're gonna get myself killed and you killed. We're gonna end up on a
Nikki's
two-part
gonna
murder
show.
thing.
Nikki's gonna
just
show
so you
up
know.
with a fucking 44 caliber fucking.
The thing is, my wife won't even stop you. She'll
Yeah.
just ask you why you're here. She'll just be like, "I'm here to kill your husband." All right, cool.
Heather,
Alright,
Nikki,
cool.
get out of my way. I got to take care of the world's problems.
Life insurance policy, here I come.
Your Nikki's like, I got white wine or red wine. What do you like? I'll pour a glass.
Hold on.
My Nikki's like, you got any tequila? Hold on, I'll get into that later. But anyways, pay attention. Be a part of the show, Tony. I mean, Connor.
My kid showed up to tell me that dinner was here. We ordered pizza. Fuck you.
Oh, nice.
No,
Oh, it's
no,
good, Brian.
Connor is not the new Tony D of the network. We talked about
Jeff
this.
is because he's not here.
Brian's got 2 skirt steaks, 1 pork chop, and a lamb breast rib.
I don't know
what
about
we-
you. I don't know about you boys, but I'm flying to fucking Texas. See ya.
I don't know what kind of steak we have.
I'm not a
Nikki
big
got a
Texas fan, but I'd go
what
visit
do we
Brian.
have steak wise?
I don't care how much money I have to put down for
Yeah,
Brian to make
anywho,
a great fucking 5-course meal. I'll pay for it.
Honestly,
And-
I want to give Brian a Wagyu steak and just have him cook it for me. And a Wagyu steak and a brisket.
Ooh, a brisket with like a dry rub seasoning.
However he wants to do it. He can
Dude.
he can touch that meat however he wants before I put it in my mouth.
That's Glick's steak.
Yeah, strip.
Yes.
I got a New York. Got me a good thing.
New York strip choice cut.
You got a package of 3. All ones don't think I'll
I know. I said
I'm
those
gonna
are
eat up all of
easy
these things.
sirloin.
Anyways, so what I was saying, when somebody dies, natural causes, whatever, if they die in their home, it's not the coroner who comes and gets them. It's like the funeral home, whatever. So this old guy died, right? And the funeral home, the guys from the funeral home show up to get him and take him to the funeral home to do their thing. Well, a couple guys that showed up to get him, they noticed something in the corner of his bedroom. Silhouette of a human being. They take him to the funeral home so they can get him prepped and do whatever they need to do. One of said funeral home employees come back to the residence. It was in our apartment complex. Tells the office manager that he's with the sheriff's department, and part of the ongoing investigation, he needs to have access back into the apartment. The silhouette of a human being that they seen in the corner of his bedroom
Landlord.
was a silicone sex doll. A life silicone sex doll.
Oh,
So as the assistant office manager, the office manager comes back and goes, "Why is the sheriff's department here doing an investigation? Old man Charlie died of natural causes. He died of old age, and his heart stopped. Whatever." They call the real police. The real police show up about the time homeboy from the funeral home is coming out, clothes all disheveled, hair disheveled, and a big stupid grin on his face.
You nasty fuck.
Homeboy got access into old man Charlie's house to have sex and fuck old man Charlie's fucking life-size silicone sex doll.
That's so fucking wrong.
If you may be the next tonight. The worms crawling, the worms crawling. Brian and I had this whole discussion about that song Saturday night. Sunday stuck in my head. The other night he messaged me and he said, this goddamn song stuck in my head. Yeah, homeboy fucking lied to get back into the apartment. First and foremost, if you lie to get back in the apartment, use one of your body bags, throw it in the body bag, dip the fuck out, and take it home and do whatever you want with it. Why are you going to fuck it in a dead man's house, in a dead man's apartment?
At the crime scene.
Well, it wasn't a crime scene because there was no, like the old dude died of natural causes, man. He heart
He
failure.
died of the high hard one.
Yeah, but you lied to get access to go fuck a sex doll inside of an apartment where a dude just died in. Just like you literally just picked up homeboy's body just a couple hours ago, and then you're in there on his bed where he died at. He was in his bed when he died, and you're fucking his sex doll.
That's a little lower than I'm willing to stoop, personally.
Sounds like a Jeff move. R.I.P. Jeff.
Honestly, it does sound like a Jeff move. You know what? I'll drink to that, buddy.
Yeah. We're gonna miss you.
I'm gonna laugh when he shows up next Monday, going like, "Guys, I have a story to tell you." Damn,
Somebody-
zombie!
If he shows back up, the first words out of his mouth better be, "Ooh, I'm a good."
Get away from me, zombie!
I'll be right back.
All right. No, no, like, what the fuck?
Cheers, Jeebles. Like, how fucked up do you got to be, man? You're literally gonna lie to get access to a guy's house and fuck his sex doll just a few hours after he died? Like, the hell, man?
I mean, you think that's fucking strange? I don't know if you know who Belle Delphine is.
Who?
She's Belle Delphine. She's like she's done porn. She's done, well, allegedly.
Oh, baby.
But now she was one of the big creators of the whole bathwater thing.
What is
well,
the bathwater thing?
It's where your favorite streamer bathes, and they collect the bathwater because you have Sims out there that will drink that shit.
She's one of them stupid bitches that does the whole fucking anime wafu thing.
Yeah. Well, she
even
now
fuck.
has her own life-size doll. And she says, now you have the chance to fuck me.
I mean, I just looked up pictures of her. I mean, in all honesty, dude, you could go to Home Depot and buy a 2x4 because she's got no curves. There's nothing to her. She's flat chested as hell. You could just buy a 2x4, drill a hole in it, throw some Vaseline in it, and you'd look like, it would probably feel like fucking Belle Delphine.
I mean, that's how bad it's gotten nowadays, where people will literally fucking be like, ooh, hey, that streamer looks fuckable. Oh,
dude,
sexual? Say no more.
There was a lady last year. There was a news story that came out there. I use the word lady very, 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 very loosely. She was making like 50 grand a month selling her farts. She would
it was way more than that.
Dude, I'd pay for that.
She would fart into a jar and dudes were buying, but she had to stop doing that because the diet she had to keep up with in order to do that was she was literally killing her. So what did she do then? She said, don't worry, weirdos, I got you covered. Now she's selling little containers of boob sweat. So she goes out and she puts on a hoodie and a t-shirt and blah, blah, blah. And she sets out, she lives in like California or wherever where it's hot.
Oh, God, I just started eating too.
And she sits out by the pool at her house and sweats her ass off and then wrings it out and it's her boob sweat. And she sells that for like $100 a little container.
Yes,
She's
Connor, it is Rosie O'Donnell.
OnlyFans type
Yeah.
of called Unfiltered.
Yeah. She's got her
the
own.
creator behind that.
Yeah, she's got her own. She's got her own website and everything.
Mhm.
That's
I'm
so
like,
fucking
I
wrong.
don't steal my farts.
She's from 90 Day Fiance.
Is she one that tried to marry No Neck Ed?
No.
Oh, you know what? I
was
remember.
she was on there as a lesbian. She went to Australia.
Oh God.
Of course, she
Yeah,
doesn't like
I mean,
me.
I mean, like, I'm gonna start selling my farts. I
That
don't
was
even
me. I feel bad for that one.
care if it's dudes who are buying them. I don't, make me a few $100,000 a month just by farting in a jar. I do that for free every morning.
Just
I mean,
when
I don't know.
just when
I mean,
you want
I don't
to
even know
fuck
any
lick,
lesbians that would be like, oh yeah, give me your fart in a jar.
But it's not lesbians. It's dudes.
It's gotta be some
it's
creepy dude.
dudes. It's fucking simps. That's the problem with this fucking world
That's what I
nowadays.
say, man. I could get up every morning and fill like 10 jars of farts.
There is literally people that
Sorry.
I swear to God
It's no longer
go
your
on
website.
Twitch, and as soon as they see
It's
bikini
now
and fucking
lake house with a pool that you can build into it.
pool stream, they're
So-
literally getting their credit cards out so that they can give
Yeah.
Amaranth a good living.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of those.
I sold my farts in a jar. Every jar would come with a little bit of juice at the bottom.
From your colostomy bag, you crippled bastard. Yeah, randomly attack me and be like, at least my mom's still alive. At least I still have legs, asshole. At least I can shit out of my butthole.
Hang on, I gotta call my mom real quick.
Hey, hang on a second. I'm gonna go for a walk around the neighborhood.
Fuck you.
Be like off a scary movie. Hold on and let me walk away.
Yeah, let me be the bigger man and walk away.
Walk away.
Take my strong leg.
This is my strong hand.
That was funny, Connor. Let me give you a standing ovation.
Ovation.
It'll be all beer fart. Hell yeah, you goddamn right.
You know,
Okay.
me and my mom were watching a movie a couple of weeks ago when she visited.
No, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nikki and I took a walk around the park the other day. You remember? Connor has no legs and I have a dead mom. So his mom's still alive. And so he makes jokes about his mom being alive, and I make jokes about him not having them. Me having them.
Lieutenant Dan, your legs
banter
don't
back
work.
and forth until somebody asks you to explain it.
He's like, what? We didn't go for a walk around the park.
I'm thoroughly confused.
Oh shit!
We've never even seen the park together. What are you talking about?
Facts. Big facts.
Good lord.
It's such language. Anyways, that's all I have tonight. I've been compiling stories. It's been a couple weeks since we got bumped last week,
Shit.
and so I've been locking down stories and locking in stories.
Locking that ass.
I love Nikki.
Keep your ass,
Wow.
keep your ass locked in, Connor. What kind of pizza you got there tonight, buddy?
There's a
Virgin.
thin crust from Domino's. It's kind of meh.
What's on it?
Sausage and banana peppers.
Oh no! If you're gonna get, where'd you get it from? Domino's. Or
Domino's.
Yeah.
You gotta go Supreme, buddy. Gotta go Supreme.
Yeah, you definitely got to go Supreme. I thought you said Donato's for a second. I was like, the only good pizza from Donato's is just a straight up pepperoni and cheese. That's the best pizza
I
they
was
make.
gonna say,
motherfuckers
Donato's
in your
makes the best
food-
thin crust I think I've ever had.
One topping
Not being a
pizza.
fan of thin crust, I agree. They got the best thin crust out there, and their pepperoni
Donato's is fire.
roll up when you cook them.
Hey, Domino's, yeah. I'd like to place an order for a fucking just one topping pizza. Oh yeah, sure, that'll be $5.
Hey, Domino's, I'd like to place an order for a pizza. It's called "Go Fuck Yourself."
hey, Donato's or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, how much
Donato's,
is it for a fucking
I just need
pizza
one
with
delivery driver to
fucking
replace
topping?
Steven from the podcast, please. All I need.
Be fucking real, people, and fucking order a fucking pizza
So-
that has no toppings on it.
So, Jaravici, before we go to break, let's as we get close to break, what do you got for us in sports tonight, man? And if we have to continue, we'll continue after break.
God, the best part of the show. Am I right, folks?
Jesus Christ! Nobody has ever thought
No,
anything
no.
you did.
Blick,
No.
don't interrupt
so-
him. Don't interrupt him.
Jarvis,
Yeah,
Jarvis, there's
don't
a reason we
interrupt me.
put you on. There's
Don't
a reason we
interrupt
put
me.
you on Sunday, you son of a bitch.
There's a reason you lost your show.
He didn't lose his show.
I didn't lose my show.
Shut up. Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Okay, you lost your show.
Calm down there, Lieutenant Dan. All right, so in the Stanley Cup Finals, Florida is beating the Edmonton Oilers 2-0. Game 3 is actually tomorrow. So
Let's go Florida, man.
Yeah, for real.
I fuck Canada. Fuck your fucking America. Hockey is American now. We took it.
dude, I will pay $100 for that smoked brisket.
America took hockey from you Canadian punk fucks, and now it's an American sport.
And yet
And-
Canadians are
And
still better.
not only we proven
Watch
that
your whore mouth,
Tampa
Stephen.
Bay Lightning
I
running
know, I'm
the
just saying
NHL
with
for the
Ca-
last couple of years,
Hockey.
but now the goddamn Florida of all states in America,
TJ
Florida
Oshie has something to say to
has
you,
two of
Stephen.
the best hockey teams in the NHL. The last
It's the only winning Panthers team there, Benji.
facts, all facts.
And yeah, I know you're a Carolina Panthers fan, Benji.
Ew.
Leave him
Facts on
alone.
The NFL, ew.
Panther fans, they're riding the short. bus
Connor,
right now.
ew.
It's a little special in
Stephen,
Carolina.
actually, ew.
Facts.
So
and
let's
then,
go Florida.
In the NBA playoffs, the Boston Celtics have been dismantling the Dallas Mavericks, and Game
That's a
3
big
is
word.
actually at they're
Game 3
leading
started
2
45
games
minutes
to
ago.
yeah. Boston's probably gonna sweep this series, let's be honest. Porzingis is out from Dallas. You have Kyrie Irving, Drew Holiday, I think, is also on the Celtics. The Celtics, the only way Dallas comes back and wins this is if the NBA like literally fucking beats the Celtics. Starts telling the refs, hey, call some for the Mavs here.
As soon as you started talking sports, this motherfucker leaves. What
Oh,
a
of course
dick.
he does. Yeah.
Because I'm not a big. The only sport that I really even slightly care about is college football and hockey. So everything you say about basketball is just in one ear and out the other. So what a dude. Am I right?
Yeah. Seriously. Wants me to have my own sports show, but just fucking says, fuck you, Steven. Like, God. No wonder why people like me more than you, Glick. Just saying.
I heard that.
That's probably not true, Steven. As much as I love you.
Oh, yeah. Jaravici's talking shit about you.
Don't worry, I've said it 100 times in the mirror to
Good
get
job,
up.
Tattletale.
Yeah. Just remember, you'll always be number 3.
Oh no, Glick knows that Steven was talking shit. What are we gonna do?
Breaking news: Steven has now joined talking shit.
Talking shit?
Shit
Or
about me,
talking
Jaravici, you punk bitch.
Yeah. Don't worry, it only took me about 100 times in the
Steven,
mirror.
you
to
better
get
watch
the
out. He's
confidence.
gonna come camping with us.
Did you explain your joke after you were done talking
Back up.
shit?
No.
See, that's unacceptable behavior. Unfortunately,
But you know what? In Nikki's defense and in my defense, she'll always be number 3.
welcome to the hit list, jackass.
Should I know why I'm number 3?
You're because the only thing Jeff had was fucking memes and making fun of my relationship since the kids' mom and I split,
Oh.
and how I've had like 3 failed relationships.
Wow, way to make me feel like a real dick.
Like I collect.
I'll go back
Beyonce
to making fun of your dead mom. I'm sorry.
one time.
Fuck you, Steven.
Hey, you may be number 3 in the record book, but you're number 1 in Glick's Sasquatch heart. And that's
God
all
damn
that
it.
matters.
You're number one in my, or number. You're the second best Nikki I know.
Good
Shame.
save.
Maybe the second best Nikki that Connor knows, but you're the number one Nikki on Connor's mind.
Mm.
That's false.
You're the number
Actually,
one.
you know what? That's true. My wife's name isn't really even Nikki. Ha!
Hey, you know what I can. You know what I can say. You know what I can say about my Nikki and your Nikki. That sets them apart.
You're
My
Nikki.
My Nikki's not needy, and she doesn't have.
My wife is a lovely lady who is
You
quite
said she was
attractive.
needy, and
She's
she
not
had.
this needy. This from a note.
She is. I will stand by that statement for the rest of my life. She is a needy lady.
And you said
She does not have gnarly teeth.
I didn't say it. You said it.
No.
But
You said-
anyway, in other sports
I think
news,
she's a saint.
we have now learned that the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight has now been fucking rescheduled until November 15th. Anything to add about that, boys?
Jake Paul's a douche, and so is his brother, and so is Glick, and
Okay, yeah, no, there's no way you're gonna be first in this one, Connor. Sorry, buddy.
I wasn't trying to be first.
There we go.
I put him
Oh
first.
my god.
Trevor's, you're about 30 seconds away from being fired.
I'm not doing it. Fuck you,
No,
I quit.
I think
Here come the rage quits.
I think I think this whole Tyson Logan Paul thing. I think in the words
I think
of
Jake Paul's still a bitch.
my favorite progressive commercial. We've been bamboozled. I don't think it's going to be a real fight. I don't think this is going to be an exhibition fight. I don't think this is going to be anything more than a money grab. And the fact that they've delayed it is going to allow more people to buy tickets.
Yep.
They're gonna raise the prices of what available tickets are left. They're gonna raise the price of the pay-per-view, and there's stupid ass fucking people that are gonna be out there to pay it. And Tyson and Paul are gonna walk away with an absurd amount of money that I don't think they should do. And I think this is going to be another black eye and another blemish on the boxing community.
I agree. 100%.
And I hate to say that about one of the greatest boxers of all time. Ooh, that's good. And Mike
Folks,
Tyson.
domesticated.
But he had that fight with
Nikki, you have to tell him he's a good boy.
Gotta say he's a good Sasquatch.
he had that fight a couple
Do you
years
want to eat my meat on a stick?
Ooh, do I?
That was
Joke's on you. It's Glick's meat.
that was weirdly creepy and kind of serial killer-ish.
That was creepy and erotic all at the same time.
And I have a boner. Is it weird?
I was about to say. That was creepy,
Wow.
but why do I have a boner all of a sudden?
Is it awkward that I have a boner? But no, I think this is going to be another blemish on the.
Oh,
the
we
boxing
know
community.
the paper bag that you put on Nikki when you want to get really kinky is a face of me. Is my face on that paper bag? We all know it.
I don't think
Dude,
Nikki needs a paper bag.
You do realize that your face on a paper bag is not going to help with the sexual situation. What it does increase is ED.
Plus, if anyone's putting a paper bag on in that relationship, it's Glick.
Actually, she makes me wear a plastic bag, and then she ties it real tight. It was I can't breathe, and she's like, I know that's the point.
If I die happy, the
This
situation.
is where I tell you every day how handsome you are. I like this. I like this.
We also know that you're blind.
Okay, Nikki, but you know what? Lying isn't good for your soul.
No, I'm dating. I'm engaged to a blind chick. She's actually blind.
You know what? That's fair. We all know that you didn't marry him for his dick. You married him for his tongue.
Facts on facts. Racing stripes earned.
Oh,
I
God.
got you, Glick. See, I got your back. See, believe it or
Cheers,
not,
brother.
I'm a
Cheers.
good homeboy.
You're a good homeboy. Cheers to you, my friend.
Well, we know who's getting it in the camping tent first.
Don't you worry about what we do when we go camping together.
Well, we know
Plus,
we know
we
who's
don't go
gonna get the
camping. We
loot.
go over to the DC and have fun.
I'm like, hey,
everyone else
hey,
is
Connor.
shooting dice. We're shooting quarters.
I'm like, hey, Connor, I got to take you to this rest stop in Kentucky. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. His name's Blazin.
Oh shit! I
But
need
no,
to know where Blazing's at in Kentucky because I'm driving out to Tennessee next year.
Brian, how do you get Colorado and Vegas as your teams?
First of all, Vegas doesn't count as a fucking hockey team. They can all burn in hell.
Agreed. Do they count
Secondly,
as a football?
Colorado is a reasonable. That's a reasonable choice.
I mean, I don't know. I grew up a Pens fan. I'm a Penguin. I grew up a Penguins fan, and then when we got the Blue Jackets, I'm a Blue Jackets fan.
Oh, I grew up with one of the best players for the Penguins, Mario fucking Lemieux.
No, well, I mean, no, it's one of those things where, you know, growing up in Ohio, we didn't have hockey.
That's like
Right.
people that
We
literally
didn't have.
Your choices were Detroit or Pittsburgh.
It was
Facts.
Detroit, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Boston. Or if you wanted to go one of the Ranger teams, I hate everything fucking Boston. The city is beautiful, but I hate the accent. I hate their sports teams. I
hate the accent.
Why
Chicago.
you gotta think you're better than us, Glick?
Chicago. I don't know what that was, but it was definitely not a Boston thing.
It was
Chicago.
Boston for like a
I'll call Rob up. Get his ass up here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Rob
I'm
will
afraid of
bitch
Rob.
slap you.
Rob got his ass kicked by a fucking 19-year-old blonde that weighed all of 110 pounds. I'm not afraid of Rob. Rob Mello. And he's the killer. Spoiler alert. He's in horror.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was in Happy Death Day, wasn't he?
She hasn't seen those movies yet.
He was also a
The main character. She's like a she's still bigger than
You know
than
what? You know what, Glick? I actually have to say
Katie?
something about
Yes.
one movie you forgot that Kevin was in was I do believe he was in the sequel to the original The Hills Have Eyes.
Who the fuck is? Oh yeah. He was. Yeah, he was.
Kevin's the guy that was on our fucking Monday night show.
No.
Night.
We were talking about Rob, and then you started. But anyways.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
But anyways, back to sporting
so
news.
that's why you know, like, the surrounding hockey teams that we had to choose from, I didn't like, and I love Mario Lemieux. I love Jaromir Jagr.
It's hard not to be a fan of Mario Lemieux.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I hate to say it, but minus the championships, I think Mario is better than Wayne.
Well, nah,
I think you're wrong.
that's a stretch.
You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm just saying
It's okay to be wrong. It's just not okay to be wrong and blick.
being a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, it is the
See
only
what you
time
did
you
there,
will see
Connor.
me in black and yellow.
Unless
And
you
cheering.
lose a bet.
Yeah, what?
Unless you lose a bet.
It is the only time you'll see me in black and yellow cheering on Pittsburgh.
Unless you lose
No,
a
because I don't
bet.
have to cheer on that shitty fucking team. If I lose the bet, I just have to wear the colors,
Clever.
which you still have to pay up.
I know.
That's kind of being like, hey,
I gotta wear maize and blue next year.
Yeah, Connor's got to wear Mason Blues next year. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome. See, I live up to my bets, and I'm a man of my word.
I do too.
calm down there, Heath Ledger.
I've had to wear. Whoa, shit!
My word.
I had to rock Steelers colors.
But anyway, in other sporting news, Jerry West, Hall of Fame Lakers
Hall of Fame.
former player, and also he is the NBA logo. Or as Glick asked me, did he create it? No, he is
I didn't know.
the
I
logo.
didn't know if he created it because you said he's the logo, and I thought he created the NBA logo. I didn't realize that the NBA logo
The player, yeah, that's him.
the player was a real player. I didn't know that.
Well,
So-
after he got his ass kicked by the Celtics, how many times back in the day when the Celtics had the LA Lakers number, they had to give him a mulligan.
Well, but I mean, the guy was a great player. I mean, at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
he was. Yeah, definitely.
he
84
You
years
you can
young.
hate on the Celtics, you can hate on the Lakers, but the history is there. I mean,
They brought back the NBA survived off the Lakers and Celtics rivalry.
yeah, the
People can
Celtics,
hate both teams, but it's true.
whether you love them or hate them. Yeah, I mean the history's there. I mean they're phenomenal teams throughout the history of the NBA. But yeah, I didn't know that. You know, R.I.P. to Jerry West. I didn't know that he was the player. I didn't know that was an actual player. I thought it was just like we're gonna make a logo, and I'm
Well,
surprised that it never got changed to fucking Michael Jordan. Fuck Michael Jordan, by the way.
Did you know that on Twitter, the bird thing they used to have was named after Larry Bird?
Oh, was it really? That I did not know. Larry Bird was the man.
Dude, Larry Bird was a like okay, I get it. Jordan may be the GOAT, but you know what? Did you ever see Jordan fucking diving, sprawling, putting his body on the line, fucking running into fans like Larry Bird did? Just
Yeah.
saying.
Larry Bird was the man. You know,
Dude, one of the greatest trash talkers of all time.
he was an asshole.
He was.
He was a cocky little son of a bitch. Well, not little.
Did you hear the story where I don't remember what team he was playing, and one of the white players walked up to him, and he's like, he goes over to the other team's bench, and he's like, really, you're gonna have a white guy block me?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Like, you're not gonna have one of the brothers block me? You're gonna have a white dude on me?
You know, it's like, you know, you got to give props to Jordan, but I say you put Jordan on any other team, Jordan doesn't do what Jordan did.
Put him on Seattle.
Jordan did what Jordan did, and I'm not taking away from his talent or anything like that, but Jordan did what Jordan did because of that roster that they put around him.
Well, that goes for any fucking team. I mean, Larry Bird, he needed Kevin McHale. He needed, a solid group around him. They didn't have to be as good as he was. And that's the thing with Jordan. You put the team around him that has better strengths than Jordan did. I mean, look at Dennis Rodman. He had that dog in the fight mentality.
You know who didn't need a team around him to be good? Cleveland's own Mark Price, baby.
If you would have said LeBron James, I'd have
no,
been like,
man,
well,
no.
LA is proving that fact very, very wrong.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, Miami proved that fact. Even Cleveland proved that fact. I know. No, Mark Price was a phenomenal player. It's one of the reasons I hate the Chicago Bulls and I hate Michael Jordan because, back in the day, the Cavaliers would get into the playoffs and it's like, all right, here we go. We got a legit. Oh, wait, here's Chicago and Michael fucking Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman and then Sexton. And it's like, never mind. Our opportunity's gone,
And then also the coach of the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr.
Yeah, Steve, yep.
But see, and that's the thing, I always get a kick out of it when people put so much stock in one player. Like with Tom Brady, yeah, won 7 championships, but he'll tell you he had a team around him.
But the thing about Tom Brady was, as a quarterback,
Nikki.
He wasn't a guy who demanded superstars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he wasn't a guy who demanded the biggest paycheck at the end of the day. He turned guys like Julian Edelman and
he saved Randy Moss's career.
Yeah, I mean, Randy Moss, Julian Edelman, who's the other guy?
Wes Welker,
Gronk, like
Amendola.
Amendola. That was the guy I was thinking of, was Amendola. Like, he turned them into superstars, man. Like,
hold this up so I can cut into your steak.
Huh?
Hold this up so I can cut into your steak.
And even like when he went down to Tampa, no disrespect on Mike Evans or put it on for a couple more minutes.
Okay.
They built a super team for him to win that Running
But you know,
Tampa.
one of the names that came out of that Tampa Bay team was Scotty Miller.
Yep.
Nobody knew who Scotty Miller was. So, you know, Tom Brady was like, yeah, you know, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna, and he didn't take a big paycheck. You know, Tampa Bay would have fucking emptied their bank account for Tom.
Yep.
And then
Well, I mean, who wouldn't? It was like,
God, why am I drawing a blank?
go ahead.
Who's the other receiver out of Tampa? Not Mike Evans. There was another big name receiver in Tampa.
Well, Antonio Brown for a season.
No, not Antonio Brown. Or somebody else. I can't think of his damn name. Anywho. But then you started hearing Scotty Miller. And it's like, who the fuck is Scotty Miller? And, you know, so, you know, there's very few players that you come across like that in the sports world. And I understand you want to win championships. You want to make as much money as you possibly can at the end of the day. But Tom was one of those guys. He did it in New England for years. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Hey, it's a fucking cat. Get over it.
But
the dog heard one too many Kittlers.
this
jokes.
dog is a fucking idiot.
Get over here.
But no, like, and that's the thing, you know, Tom Brady, you know, had he been taken number 1 overall, he probably doesn't have the same work ethic he did.
No, I think whether he'd have been taken number 1 overall or where he was picked at, as a guy who watched him in college ball and whatnot, Tom Brady is who Tom Brady is. You know, his parents, he's very close with his family. His parents ingrained a great work ethic into him, and yeah, I think whether he was taken number 1 or he was taken where he was taken, I think we would still got the same results.
Oh, I mean, hell, if he would have went to the Jets, if Belichick stays with the Jets, maybe the Jets are one of the greatest organizations in the world. If he went to San Francisco, maybe San Francisco returns to glory.
Tom was going to win wherever Tom went. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that was the cool thing about him going down to Tampa, was that he proved that fact. It was like it's not Belichick. It's me.
Well,
and fuck. And first and foremost, don't defend Belichick. Fuck that guy.
6 championships, and I hate to break it to everyone, came with Belichick. And Tom Brady's even said, he's like, you know what?
Yeah,
I may have quarterbacked, but Belichick's defense did get us a lot of the wins too.
Yeah, but what have the Patriots been doing since Tom left?
That's fine, but you can't have one without the other.
And they still had Belichick. I fuck Belichick. I don't like the guy. Fuck you. You were in Cleveland and you didn't do shit, you piece of shit.
Oh yeah, because that's his fault.
It is his fault.
Not an owner that in the middle of a winning season decides to say, "Hey, I'm gonna relocate."
Fuck that guy too.
Art Modell literally
I don't ever want to go to Baltimore for anything in my life.
Art Modell literally took your guy's number 1 pick and drafted Ray Lewis with it.
That first Super Bowl that Baltimore won should have been Cleveland's Super Bowl.
Exactly.
I've never wanted to piss on anybody's grave more than anything, but I don't want to go to Baltimore. I don't ever want to step foot in Baltimore. I have no reason to go to Baltimore, nor do I want to. However, I do want to go to Baltimore for one reason: to piss on that son of a bitch's grave. I want to piss on that motherfucker's grave. Oh, Cleveland would have given you everything and anything you wanted, and they made that very clear. You stole our fucking team. I get so sick and tired of hearing about the Baltimore Colts boo-hoo and they came in the middle of the night and moved us. No, they fucking didn't. You stupid pricks wouldn't give them what they needed and what they wanted. Cleveland would have given Modell everything and anything he wanted, and that son of a bitch took our fucking team away from us and shit on the entire Cleveland fan base.
Yeah, but here's the difference between the Colts and Baltimore. Modell was upfront and honest. Irsay was a complete fucking asshole and decided, hey, they're not going to let us leave town because they were filing an injunction in their Senate to keep the Colts team in Baltimore. And that little pansy got a bunch of moving trucks and in the middle of the night ran off to Indianapolis.
But he told them they were going, and they were. But the reason that they did that was because they weren't gonna. They were like, we're not. They wanted to file an injunction and not give them what they wanted. Where Cleveland was like, we'll do whatever we need to do to make sure you stay here. And Art Modell was still like, fuck you guys, I'm out. Fuck that piece of shit.
Well, Irsay, he isn't any better either.
Yeah, well, you know, and not to mention the fact that Cleveland still to this day is there's a book and there's a documentary out there about, and I'm not just saying this as a Cleveland Browns fan. I actually never felt this way until I kind of read the book and watched this documentary where
You just need a Wild Thing Ricky Vaughn out there.
Yeah, right.
From the heater.
The Cleveland Browns is the most expensive franchise or expansion team to ever come into the league because they were trying to keep the Cleveland Browns from coming back into the league.
Well, and that's the thing. Baltimore could have bought in the Colts name. It's just Irsay wanted like a couple million. And Baltimore literally could have bought the team. Or Irsay could have just said, you know what? How about this? You keep the name the Colts, I take the team. Same thing.
Yeah. Well, and you know, and it's fine that they changed the name. I'm glad they changed the name. I'm glad they weren't the Baltimore Colts. It's kind of like it's kind of like Houston coming back. You know, Tennessee was the original Houston Oilers.
Yeah, I know that.
And then they did
Kansas City was the original Dallas Texans. Yeah.
And you know, and I'm glad that Houston left and went to Tennessee and became the Titans, and then Houston got the team back, and instead of becoming the Houston Oilers again, I like the Houston Texans. I like that. I think that's cool.
I think if you're gonna have a team in Houston, you got to go Love You Blue.
I'm telling you right now. Speaking of Houston, and Brian, I don't know if you're still around or not.
They're gonna be a super team.
That's a goddamn. I know we're in the off season. We haven't even got to the preseason or anything else. That's a goddamn scary team. And
yeah, I mean, if you can get Stephon Diggs,
fucking contender with what they've done in this offseason for the AFC title.
If you can get Stephon Diggs to quit crying all the time, he's
but I don't think and I won't shit on Stephon Diggs for crying all the time because Buffalo and fucking Josh Allen is a jerk off first and foremost, and Buffalo, nice Brian.
I hate to say it, but Buffalo's biggest chance to ever win a Super Bowl was the '90s with the K gun, and they lost 4.
No, I don't think Buffalo, you know, but them not throwing to Stephon Diggs more in the last couple of years was kind of a kick in the dick to Stephon Diggs, and Houston adding him and Houston getting Joe Mixon. Houston is a legit threat in the AFC, man.
It depends on what you get, though.
They are a contender in the AFC. If Cleveland stays healthy this year, based off of what Cleveland did last year, we might see a rematch in the AFC Championship between Houston and Cleveland. If Cleveland stays healthy,
that might be a stretch.
I know it's what Cleveland's done in the offseason and what Houston has done in the offseason. And look, we went through 5 quarterbacks last year.
Yeah, but look at who's your quarterback. Deshaun Watson hasn't been proven since he left Houston.
But look at that wide receiver core that we have now.
And Amari Cooper is now asking for a new contract.
I don't even like Deshaun Watson. I hated this trade. I wish we still had Baker at the end of the day, man. I'm a Baker guy through and through. I love Baker.
The Buccaneers, if they're not in the playoffs again this year,
They're going to be in the playoffs because the NFC South is a fucking dumpster fire.
yeah, I don't see the Saints doing. And it's not really Derek Carr's fault
No,
or David or whatever.
The NFC South is an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah.
The Saints are the Saints. The Falcons are the Falcons. The Panthers are fucking.
Hey, Atlanta. Just because you got Kirk Cousins from us, thank you, by the way. Good luck.
I still don't think you should shit on Kirk Cousins, but that's you're a Vikings fan.
I shit on someone that they wasted money on.
I mean,
Granted, he took it.
You're a Vikings fan. That's your prerogative.
I mean, he could have kept Case
Cousins
Keenum and rebuilt.
I mean, I think Cousins was good. I loved him in fantasy football. He was a great quarter.
Oh,
great
everyone did. That's the only reason he was any good.
I mean, his stats don't lie either.
How many championships did he help Minnesota win?
How many championships did Dan Marino win with the Miami Dolphins? And he's not. And are you gonna tell me he's not one of the greatest of all time?
That's two different players.
I'm just saying, you don't have to win championships.
And plus, one actually went to a Super Bowl. The other one's still trying to fucking milk every.
You don't have to win. You don't have to win. Everybody wants to put.
Because that's what the Hall of Fame, other than stats, they look at.
Everybody wants to put the quality of a player on if they win a championship. You don't have to win a championship to be a top tier player. And I think Kirk Cousins is a top tier quarterback.
Well, we'll see.
He
only dragged the Vikings through the mud how many years? And we only went to the playoffs twice.
Look, your guys' division has been Green Bay's bitch for how many years?
Yeah, but look in 2017.
Not just you guys, but your entire division.
Look at 2017. You had Sam Bradford, who was supposed to be the another number 8 that was supposed to, he's going to bring us to the Super Bowl, boys. And Case Keenum comes out of fucking nowhere, leads that team, and you know what they do? One game away from going to a Super Bowl in our own stadium, which, yeah, we got our asses handed to us in Philadelphia. But what do? Instead of paying him $25 million, which he took less to go to Denver, but we're going to pay a guy who never proved himself in Washington. And that's why Washington let him go.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like, how stupid could you be? That'd be like having Dan Marino or Joe Montana or some of the greatest quarterbacks on your fucking team. I'm looking at you, Patriots, and being like, you know what? Nah, we're tired of we don't want to win a Super Bowl.
No, I like I said.
You ride that bitch until it's broken.
However, you guys got JJ now, so.
Yeah,
JJ
but McCarthy ain't gonna start this year. Which I don't think he needs to.
I hope not.
That's one thing I hate about some of these Vikings fans is that they're literally like, oh, they're not gonna start JJ. See, he's a bust. It's like, no, it's smart.
It's smart.
It's
no, I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't start this year. Speaking of JJ, shout out to his big brother. Shout out to his new contract. He got a big old contract from San Francisco, and he's got the Madden covering. Shout out to CMC.
That's his brother?
Let's do the math here, Jarvis.
One's McCaffrey and the other one's fuck you.
Christian McCaffrey, JJ McCaffrey.
Yeah.
You don't watch college ball, do you?
No, I do. It's just you got me.
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey is JJ's older brother.
I fucking hate you.
What? No, I'm serious. No, like I'm not.
You're a fucking dick.
I know. I'm not fucking with you. I mean that. JJ and Christian are brothers. Like for real.
Go
ahead. I'm not fucking with you, man.
I swear to God, Glick, if you're fucking with me.
Why would, dude? I love, first and foremost, I love CMC. He's been one of my favorite running backs since he came into the league.
Oh my God! Now my internet's going like, no, you want to look something up? No, you can't.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey is JJ's older brother.
Fucking hate you.
All right. I mean, you don't have to believe me, but I mean,
No,
it's
I'm looking it up because now
somebody in the chat. Help me up. Help me out, man. Somebody in the
I
chat.
I'm gonna kick you in the nuts if you're fucking with me.
I'm not fucking with you about this. All right, let's sit here in silence while. Fuck, my laptop's
You motherfucker! No, they're not.
What the hell are you looking at?
JJ McCarthy and Christian McCaffrey are not brothers.
That's two different last names.
Yeah, you asshole. Thanks.
Are JJ McCaffrey and Christian McCaffrey brothers?
It's Christian. They have two different last names. He just said that. One's
I know.
McCaffrey.
Yes,
McCarthy.
it's McCarthy. Yeah, JJ McCarthy is the Vikings quarterback, and Christian McCaffrey was the son of fucking Ed McCaffrey, who won 2 Super Bowls with Denver as a tight end.
Hold on a second.
God, them Cleveland boys, let me tell you. No wonder why their baseball team isn't the Indians anymore. That Cuyahoga River, man. I hate you, Glick.
I hate myself right now because I feel stupid.
Oh,
I feel like every game I watched since JJ was quarterback in Michigan, they talked about him being Christian.
Was Ed a wide receiver? I thought he was the tight end. Oh, well, it was Denver in the last 2 great years of John Elway. Sorry, I was probably about what 4 and 5 when that happened. Because Denver, when they first went to the Super Bowls, didn't know how to build a fucking team around Elway.
I don't know if it matters at all.
No, I do think though, I do think that McCaffrey does have a brother in college football though.
Well, no, I could have sworn it's a Mandela effect. I could have swore, man, that I heard announcers multiple times talk
Come on,
about
Mama.
JJ and Christian
Mama,
and them being brothers.
I mean, there could be another JJ that is a McCaffrey. That is, and
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said,
but one's a McCarthy and the other one's
oh.
the other one, McCaffrey. No, could you imagine?
The dog is gone with her chain.
With her chain?
Yes. She's gone.
Oh shit.
Go find your dog. I'll handle this.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to numbnuts, but
But yeah. See, in Denver during their, I always wonder if the Super Bowl they played against Atlanta in '98. Well, it was the '98 season, but it was the Super Bowls are always played the next year, so it was like '99. I wonder if that Super Bowl, instead of Atlanta going, if Minnesota would have went, if that game would have been tighter, or if it would have been, just a scoring fest for both teams. Because Minnesota in 1998 with the Vikings when they had Chris Carter and a rookie Randy Moss, that was the team to beat. And of course, they had a reemergence in Randall Cunningham too. Oh, okay. Is the speaking of USFL or United Football League, are they doing their Super Bowl type fucking game soon, or what are they doing? I know they did like their champion or one of their championship playoff games. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with some of these teams, you know, when their owners get greedy or the players get greedy, it's like it always makes me mad when your team is that close to a Super Bowl and probably just needs to be retooled a bit, like the 2017 Vikings needed after the season. But oh no, we're gonna let this guy that proved he can lead the team walk, and we're gonna take some cast off from Washington. But because he's got great stats, oh my god, you know. But then in '99, Minnesota did try and
Are
sign
you still
Dan
bitching
Marino.
about Kirk Cousins?
Well, no, I was just doing a history lesson.
This is Jarvis's I Hate Kirk Cousins Club.
Dude, it's gonna be one of my episodes.
Yeah.
Why the Vikings did the stupidest thing they ever could have done. Hey, Bud Grant, your team just went to a Super Bowl and lost. Even though Fran Tarkenton helped you get there, what do you think about him? Oh, you shit. Let's get rid of him and bring in another fucking quarterback.
Let's go. Breaking news. Cincinnati takes game 1 of the Battle of Ohio. Let's go, Reds.
Oh, baseball.
Yeah. Cincinnati Reds, Cleveland Guardians.
No. They're the Indians.
It's so weird. Okay,
Please tell me they have the chief. What's his name? Still as the mascot, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not game 1. Last night was game 1. The Guardians did win
Of the series.
right? And the Reds won tonight.
Okay.
So it's they went 1-1 in their series. No, they do not have Chief Wahoo anymore. So let me ask you this, man. You know,
disappointment. That's all I gotta say.
what? Who's the disappointment?
Cleveland.
Really?
Yeah. Change your fucking baseball team name.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because you think that's gonna help with the whole fucking problem the world has with saying Indians.
I was gonna say, yeah, the Indians, the Guardians are actually killing it in the American League. They're the number 2 team and number 1 in the Central Division. My Reds are my Reds.
Hey, Cincinnati, do a better job and get Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Especially with the way betting and gambling is nowadays.
Bro, do not get me fucking started with that whole situation.
It's so fucking stupid.
Are you serious right now? Because isn't Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa in the Hall of Fame?
Something like that.
I mean, 2 guys who, quote unquote, by your rules in the Major League Baseball, by your fucking rules, they cheated. Now, I think steroids should be allowed in Major League Baseball. That's just me. I think you should allow it. I think it'll make baseball better. I think it'll make it a funner game. I think it'll be more exciting. I think it'll be more exciting to watch on television. But literally 2 guys who cheated. You cheated based off of your rules. And then you're going to shit on Pete Rose, who never bet on his team.
And even if he did, they won.
One of the greatest of all time, you know, Pete Rose. And you're gonna fucking shit on him because he gambled, and never against his team. You know, it's not like he was throwing games or losing games on purpose or anything like that.
Well, I think he was betting on his team, but he was betting on them to win. At least I've heard that rumor, and it's like, really, you're pissed off because he was betting on his own team to win?
From my understanding, Pete Rose never bet on the Reds.
Okay.
He was just gambling. From my understanding, I could be wrong, but from my understanding.
But still, with the way gambling is now, and even back then, you had a guy on the NFL Sunday back in the 80s called Jimmy the Greek, who was literally telling you who to bet on in the NFL games. And yet, oh no, we can't allow gambling. And now look at the NFL since they allowed gambling.
Dude, you can gamble in the stadium.
Yeah.
You can go to the stadiums and you can place bets, and you can place bets in live time. So like you could be watching the game,
Yeah.
and it could be like a 4th and 2, and you can literally place a bet if the team is going to get a first down or not.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you something. You know, with the news that's come out, and Brian hit me up with this last year, and Brian and I actually had this conversation on one of the shows. You know, the Native American Guardian Association or whatever it's called, the NAGA. They sent a letter to Washington, and they told Washington that they demanded that Washington change their names back to the Washington.
Oh, we talked about this one night.
Yeah,
me and you.
So do you think Washington will change their name back? And B, if Washington does change their name back, does that set a precedent for other teams that have changed their names to go back to their original names? Do you think that like Cleveland would? And I understand the Chief Wahoo character. I understand like where that could be, you know, considered not good or bad or whatever. I totally get that.
Then take the wolf out of Kansas City. That's the way I look at it. You're
Well,
paying a guy to be in, and granted, yes, I get it. Cultural appreciation, whatever. Some woke fucking
Appropriation.
term. Thank you.
Yeah, like I get the Chief Wahoo thing, but
you could literally have Chief Wahoo like they did in the fucking Major League movies on the Jumbotron, fanning the flames. You know, let's start getting hot or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's so stupid. And they did the same, and I know this ain't sports related. Look at the biggest crime that's ever happened to Aunt Jemima. No one bitched about it until a bunch of white kids from college literally said, we don't want Aunt Jemima. Huh?
Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
Those are white saviors. But that's what I'm saying. You know, as far as the sports things go.
But do I think that Washington should be the Redskins again? Yeah.
Yeah.
They changed it because a bunch of white people got oppressed and said, oh, you can't do that.
The fucking white people ain't.
Or no, sorry. A bunch of white
feelings.
college kids that couldn't fucking
Land O'Lakes better.
Couldn't
Land
think.
O'Lakes better. It's a bunch of white saviors. It's a white saviors.
With their white guilt bullshit.
But that has nothing to do with the question. You know, what I was asking was if Washington goes back to being the Washington Redskins, do you think that'll set a precedence for other teams who have changed their names? Do you think that they would go back to the old names, or do you think like Cleveland will stay? And you know, the new logo is cool.
I think Cleveland still would because they do want to get away from because the last time the Indians really won a pennant was what before they changed it was what probably.
Well, yeah, I mean they've only just changed the Guardians name to what a year ago, 2 years ago.
And there's some people out there that are like, well, they wanted to get rid of the bad juju of they said the same thing about the Redskins. It's like seriously, it's just because
juju. Hello, you didn't have an owner named Marge Scott who was crazy ass racist woman. Hello, Cincinnati. And the Reds are my team. I love the Reds. That's my baseball team. But
well, of course, none of these teams.
They'll leave it alone. Headaches with maybe.
No, I think Washington will.
No, but you have to look at Washington's changed their names like 3 times in the last 5 years,
and they've already talked about changing it again.
Yeah.
And Magic Johnson is a minority owner in that. I think he still is. He might not be in the command.
He was. Yeah, he was. I don't know if he
Commanders.
still is. Was, whatever.
I mean, if we're gonna change the name because some people find it offensive,
Window was
then why don't we change it to the Washington?
okay.
I mean, go to Washington football team again, and then change the Vikings to the Minnesota Nice.
I mean, who the hell cares about Washington, anyways?
They haven't been back. Granted, okay.
Have they been relevant since the 80s?
Well, look at the owner that they had. Dan Snyder was an idiot.
Now,
Here, let me pay all these players that are way past their prime. Like, I'm not gonna shit on Dion because he had a good play. He was a good player. He was a good.
I'll shit on Dion. Yeah, you were a great player in the NFL. You're a fucking shitbag of a goddamn college coach. And congratulations on doing what you did at Jackson State or wherever the fuck you were. And then you come to Colorado and completely disrupt everything.
I mean, he would still be in Jackson. He still would be at Jackson State, but they fucked him over.
But no. He came to Colorado and he fucked so many goddamn kids over to make sure his idiot sons were superstars. And what did you guys do? Everybody thought you were the greatest fucking thing since sliced bread because you won your first game. You guys weren't even fucking bowl eligible in Colorado. Deion Sanders is a terrible goddamn college football head coach. You're not ever going to do anything. You're going to go back to a goddamn community college when you're done in Colorado because you're a fucking idiot, man. And kids are transferring, and they flat out said, you know what? We could have won more games had Deion made it a team effort and not made it all about what was that Travis? What was that quarterback's name? And his two sons. Yeah, he made it all about his kids and that one quarterback. And had he made it about the team, they probably would have won more games. And that's why kids are leaving now. It's not because he's telling them to leave. Deion Sanders is a fucking clown. He's a goddamn joke, and that's why he doesn't do interviews, and that's why he hides from the media, because he's a fucking clown and he was exposed.
Oh, why would you?
You had a great NFL career, and you were a good baseball player as well. As a professional athlete, I'm not going to shit on Deion Sanders, but as a coach, you're a goddamn clown, man. The fuck is wrong with you?
Like I said, I'll give him about 2 or 3 years before I call him a bust.
I won't give him anything outside of this first year. I think he was exposed, and I think we've seen exactly what he is. You had
but
an
then
opportunity.
yet his coaching style, that mentality of you got to work, a lot of kids don't adhere to that. Because he played ball in the 90s where you still have those coaches that got on your ass.
Well, say that to college programs like Ohio State or like Alabama or Georgia or Florida State or at Michigan. You know,
Didn't Ohio State try and buy a team just to beat one team?
They did buy a team. Ohio State spent I don't know what the number is, but they
still got fucking dominated by
no. That's what they did. That's what they did in this offseason.
Oh.
This offseason, they spent something like $2-3 million buying a team. And granted, by the way, Ohio State, the center that you guys got from Alabama, I don't know if you watched the Rose Bowl footage or not, but that center in Alabama fucking destroyed Alabama, and that's the reason they lost. Well,
and also
one of the reasons they lost to Michigan, outside of the fact that Michigan was a better team, let's be honest, all around defensive and offensively, they were a better team. But that center fucking killed them, and then they got all these other cats, and they spent all this fucking money, and it's like. There's other programs. There's Texas. There's Oklahoma. There's USC. There's programs out there that have this mindset of winning. We want to win. We have a culture of winning. We're going to do what we need to do. Deion Sanders is just a fucking clown who's chasing a paycheck at the end of the day. and that's why he went to Colorado. He was chasing a paycheck. He's a fucking clown. He has no idea what it means to be a coach. He has no idea how to coach a program. You know, Jackson State or Jacksonville State or whatever, wherever the hell he was.
I mean, all I'm saying is if they would have been up front with them in Jackson State,
Yeah.
I think he could have gotten them bowl eligible.
He
He did a lot of good for that small
Yeah.
college.
It's a small town. It's a small town. It's a small college who plays a small time schedule, and it's very easy to, I like the head coach for UFC or USF basketball, University of Southern Florida, the Bulls.
I don't watch college basketball anymore.
The coach down there got himself a nice little contract. I say little. I can't remember what the extension was, but basically it boils down to he gets about 87, 88,000 a year.
Yeah,
he's
but
got-
when you're winning championships, I hate
But-
to break it to you.
But USF did not get into the March Madness tournament. I think they were in the NIT or whatever. However, before he came along, they were kind of a joke.
It
do I think
takes a little
do I
bit.
think
to build
USF
a
will
team.
get into the big tournament? I don't know. But it's easy to become a superstar. Like it's like if you drop a shark into a pond, automatically that shark becomes the guy, the number one guy. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
And that's what Deion Sanders was at Jackson State. He was a shark in a small pond. He was a big fish in a little pond.
Well, yeah.
He was able to turn that program around. I don't know what they did last year, but then he became one of many sharks in an ocean when he went to Colorado, and he got exposed. And he got exposed, and I told everybody this from Jump Street when he got the contract for Colorado. I said, y'all riding his fucking dick, but you got to let this season play out because I guarantee you they're not going to be bowl eligible. I don't even think they're going to go 500, and I don't think Colorado went 500. I could be wrong, but I don't think Colorado went 500. And I said it's his first year, blah blah blah. But after watching last season, I don't think he'll ever go above 500 in Colorado as a head coach, and that's just my personal opinion.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, to me, that's one thing I've hated about coaching. And at one point, I did want to become a coach, but then I said no, because honestly, you can't build teams like coaches back in the day used to be able to. And with the players demanding as much money as they demand, and some of them aren't even that fucking good to begin with. But I mean, that there's a reason why coaches, and I love Bud Grant to death, greatest Vikings head coach of all time, but I don't think he could have coached in this era because it's all about the paycheck rather than about team unity, team loyalty, team whatever.
Well, and that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the celebrity and the payday.
Well, yeah. I mean, Minnesota, even though we're considered kind of a big like, we're not big sports wise, which is why we have trouble getting free agents. But when we start doing really well, the free agents come walking in. Or we pick up a guy off the street and he has one good season, and then we're like, oh, no, he'll never do that again. But no, I don't know. Like, I look at it from a standpoint of, I think Dion jumped too quickly at a bigger thing. And when you're sitting there and you're talking shit like you're from the University of Miami Hurricanes, go you.
Well, you're talking shit like you fucking won multiple championships.
Yeah. I mean, when you're trying to build that's the thing that happened to the University of Miami under Jimmy Johnson. You know, that one year when they played Penn State and got their ass beat, you know, they were talking all this mad shit. Well, they lost. Because that talk don't back up everything. You know, there's other people that are hearing that talk and saying, "Ooh, hey, you know, let's bring these people down a notch a little bit. This Buffalo team, or Colorado team, we got to bring them down a bit, peg." And that's why I said one season doesn't make a coaching career unless you're in the NFL. Because God forbid a coach has one bad year and it's get rid of him.
Well, yeah, there's that. I think, with the Deion Sanders situation, I think we've seen exactly who and what Deion Sanders is as a college coach. And he'll leave Colorado and he'll go somewhere else, small time, and he'll be mildly or somewhat successful. And
You know,
everybody will be back to riding his dick again.
when he went to Colorado, I was actually shocked that he picked Colorado. I thought he'd go for a California team or a team that's actually got talent. But what do I know? I'm from Minnesota, where most of our sports teams have shitty owners that end up taking the team to fucking Dallas or LA. Which, hey, Vikings, but next time you need a new stadium, go to fucking LA. Oh wait, that's right, you can't because they already got 2 teams. Oh, go to St. Louis. There you go. Call yourself the St. Louis Vikings. There you go. No, I get a kick out of how fickle fans can be. I really do. And the Vikings fans are right up there. You know, when you have a good year, it's automatically those doubters that are going to be like, "Oh, you can't do it next year." It's like, how the fuck do you know? With Case Keenum in the right system, probably could have done really well. But didn't want to give him another chance, and then they ship him off to Denver, and all the little trolls hiding under the Kirk Cousins bridge are like, "See, we told you he couldn't fucking play in Denver." It's like Denver hasn't been a good thing since fucking Peyton Manning. Calm down.
Peyton Manning wasn't even that good in Denver. Let's be honest.
No, he had Demaryius Thomas. He had a lot. Von Miller. What the fuck does Connor want?
He'll be out here for a while, right?
Like 15 more minutes. Why? I'm gonna hit that dog.
You find that dog?
I'm gonna hit that dog.
If those aren't completely hot, you can just microwave them.
Hold on. Don't burn yourself.
But no, I think Deion in a different division might have done better. But yeah, his first year was bad. But like I said, give him another year, see what happens.
I don't expect anything more out of what. In all honesty, I don't think it's going to be better this year as opposed to next year. I think progressively he's going to continue to get worse because he's already set a precedence. He came into Colorado and basically, he had that first press conference or that first meeting with the team, and he told every one of them that I'm getting rid of you guys because you're not my boys. And he shit on Colorado. He shit on these players who earned the right to be there, and a whole bunch of people left. And then you had a season, and then that transfer portal opened, and people were dipping out. He's got an ego, and that's the problem.
Oh, all coaches do.
You're not playing anymore, man. Like, you're not fucking playing anymore. All right? You're a goddamn coach, first and foremost. Shut your goddamn mouth and use that filter between your brain and your fucking mouth before you speak. Because 9 times out of 10, you sound like a complete fucking jackass when you talk.
He's like a Brian Bosworth if Brian Bosworth ever would have been a head coach.
And then you had that first season, and you showed your true colors in that first season. You're gonna select, quote unquote, your boys, the people that you hand select that are gonna be who you and you're not about the team. You're about your fucking self. And you know, and personally, I don't think his son or his sons are that great of players. I think if
No.
they were on any other team in the world, they would be hanging on out on the fucking bench. You
Well,
know,
and that's the thing, you know. I've said this many times about how fickle coaching can be. You're never given enough in the NFL, not for long league. You're never given enough time to develop the team the way you need it to be developed. You're
Yeah,
not
that's what
given the years like Don Shula was, like fucking Bud Grant was,
and that's the one
Burnsy.
thing that like currently I can appreciate about the Browns. As a Browns fan, and you know, I've had a lot of years of
Oh, Kevin Stefanski's great.
no, I mean Andrew Barry
Yeah.
as GM has been amazing. You know, they wanted Stefanski a year before they got him.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got defensive coordinator. Oh my god, now I got the hiccups. Then we got Schwartz
Which yeah.
as our defensive coordinator. And then at the end of last season, everybody's like, hold on one second.
Well, I was like when Minnesota, after they lost Stefanski for him to become the head coach of the Browns, we go out and get John DeFilippo, who was a quarterbacks coach from Philadelphia the year they won the Super Bowl. It's like, really? You get a quarterback coach. He didn't coach that fucking offense. No, you go out and you get fucking Frank Reich.
Well, you know, after last season, everybody's like, "Oh, Schwartz doesn't want to be in Cleveland. He's leaving Cleveland. He wants to be a head coach." And Schwartz came out. He's like, "I'm a Cleveland guy, man. I ain't going nowhere. This is my team."
Cleveland, that defense. Oh my God, that defense,
the number
man.
one defense in the league last year.
He built that defense like he did when he was a head coach in fucking
And
Detroit.
he's continued to build this offseason.
And also, wasn't Schwartz also the defensive coordinator? Well, Jeff Fisher, though, are we really going to use him? I mean, he had one good year as a head coach in general, and that was off of a fluke call because fucking Buffalo in the playoffs decided to put in Robo-Sack instead of Flutie Flakes.
Well,
Hate to break it to you, Buffalo, but you kind of fucked up there when you had a guy that was winning games for you and you decided, oh, hey, we're paying this fucking surfer dude.
I don't want to shit on Jeff Fisher. I don't want to shit on Jeff Fisher too much. You know, he's had an extensive career in the NFL. You know, but yeah, I mean they really don't like you said. He
just could never build an offense. That's the only thing.
You know,
I mean, when he had Air McNair, he got lucky on that.
Well, like you said, man. You know, the NFL, not for long.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have 10 great seasons. You can win 3 Super Bowls in 10 years. Or let me rephrase that. You could win a Super Bowl in your first 5 years. But that fifth year you have a bad year. Gone. Never mind the fact that the 4 years previously you won a Super Bowl and you were in the playoffs 4 years in a row. But that 5th year, you have a bad year.
Well,
Injuries are killing your team, whatever the case may be. That 5th year, you have a bad year, and they're like, "Nah, we gotta get rid of them." It's like,
but hands of seeds.
The last 5 years, I mean, we got a ring, and we're in the playoffs every year, and then something that's out of a coach's control, injuries, and then they shit on the guy, and they get rid of him.
Well, look at what they did, and I'm gonna talk about the Jeff Fisher thing here soon because now I got a point to prove. But look at Detroit. The media was telling them to get rid of fucking Motor City Dan Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
After one season of having a bad season.
His first season. And look what
But
they
yet he was even telling them, we're progressing. We're progressing. We're going the right way. And they get to the playoffs. Hell, if he wouldn't have been that gambler personality, I don't think San Francisco goes to the Super Bowl.
I gotta agree with you, man. I really do gotta agree with
San
you.
Francisco last year, even though they had Christian McCaffrey and they had Brock Purdy, who was fully healthy.
San Francisco last year was healthy. They were.
Yeah.
I gotta say, San Francisco last year, they even though what we've seen in the Super Bowl, but San
They
Francisco
surprised me.
was the best team in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
All around, defensively, offensively, special team. San Francisco was the best team in the league last year. However, you might have been the best team, but you lost to my Cleveland Browns. So suck it. Sorry,
But no, like the whole thing.
My best
Yeah.
friend, the kids' godfather, all three of my kids' godparents. He's a diehard Niners fan. And he was like, well, yeah, you got to make sure you're at my house for the game. I'm like, all right. And that was an ugly game. Let's call it what it was. It was a dog shit game. But nonetheless, the Cleveland Browns won. The Browns won. And he was talking mad shit. I'm like, at the end of the game, I'm just like.
I'm surprised Cleveland didn't do their damnedest to re-sign Flacco. Even though Flacco did want to test the market.
They're all in on Deshaun Watson for some reason, man.
Hopefully it don't bite him in the ass.
I don't like it. I mean, look at the money they gave him. Look what they gave up for him. This year, you have to stay healthy. You have to play all 16 games. He has a winning record as a starter in Cleveland. He's 8-4 or something like that as a starter in Cleveland.
Yeah, but he's only played what?
He's only played 12 games in 2 years.
Go.
However,
if we had 12 game seasons, I'd commend him for that. But
for me as a Cleveland Browns fan, bro, you got to get us to the Super Bowl this year. You got to stay healthy. You got to play all 16 games, and you got to get us to the Super Bowl. You have to get us to the Super Bowl.
That fucking that AFC North though is going to be fucking bad. I mean, granted, if Cincinnati can keep fucking Burrow healthy,
Cincinnati's going to be a fucking shit show. Fuck Cincinnati. Pittsburgh, I think they're still trying to figure out. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to be bad.
I don't think they're going to be bad, but I don't think a playoff spot.
Yeah, I think they're gonna just barely miss the playoff spot.
They can't.
Baltimore, however, is much like Houston, and as much as I hate to say it, KC, Baltimore is a legit contender in the AFC, man.
Yeah. Buffalo, I think they've run out of luck.
Yeah, on paper, Cleveland is the best team in the AFC. On paper. We need everybody to stay healthy. We need Deshaun to be healthy. I was excited when they signed Jerry Jeudy. I love Jerry Jeudy. I'm a Jerry Jeudy guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Jeudy guy.
I know he got pissed off at Steve Smith for calling him soft, but at that point in his Broncos career, he was soft.
Yeah, I love Jeudy. I think I'm a Jeudy guy. I'm an Amari guy. I'm a Cooper guy. I loved Amari Cooper even when he was in Dallas. And when we signed him, I'm like, ooh, shit.
Well, you got to re-sign him now. He wants a big contract.
Well, he's got one more. He's this season before we will worry about the big contract. Elijah Moore showed out and played out last year. Like, we got a good and David Njoku has made it very fucking clear. I'm a Cleveland guy. I'm a dog for life. Yeah. I'm a dog for life. And Njoku was balling out, the last 2 years. So, we got a solid receiving core. Nick Chubb's going to be healthy when we come back for the season, and there's a good running back room back there as well with Nick Chubb. So for me, as a Cleveland Browns fan, Deshaun Watson, this is it. This is the end all be all, man. We gave you a fuck ton of money. They gave up a lot of draft picks. The suspension, we dealt with that bullshit. We dealt with your off the field bullshit. The injury last year. Now this is your year. You got to come out and you got to get us to the goddamn Super Bowl. If not, we got to eat crow, or the organization, the Browns. They got to eat crow, man. They got to eat crow. They got to get rid of him, get him out of the fucking organization, keep everybody else, do whatever we have to do to keep everybody else, and get a quarterback in there that's gonna win us a goddamn championship.
Well, and now on to the question from Hans. Hans, I got a question that when I said that, I hate to break it to anyone that thinks Jeff Fisher was some great coach. He wasn't. He was loyal and he had met with owners that fell into his bullshit. I've always said this about Jeff Fisher teams, great defense. And the only way his offenses were any good was because he had a guy as a quarterback who was one of the best talents in Steve McNair, who he pretty much drove his career into the ground. Eddie George, again, drove his career into the ground. Jeff Fisher was a coach who should have never been a head coach, but at the same time got lucky in both situations. St. Louis, the Rams, they wanted a new head coach after not Dick Vermeil. Who the fuck is his name? His offensive coordinator that took over after they had won the Super Bowl. Like, you're literally comparing Jeff Fisher to literally, or you're saying he's a great coach, but at the same time, Jeff Fisher, the only reason he kept getting jobs was because he was linked to one of the greatest defenses of all time, the 85 fucking Bears. Just like Riverboat Ron Rivera will still keep getting jobs because they still think the 85 Bears have a lot of coaches within their midst. Mike Singletary. And that's Riverboat Ron, he ain't even a head coach anymore. It's Dan Quinn now. But that's the thing. Jeff Fisher, on paper, his defenses were lights out. But at the end of the day, you also have to be able to build an offense too in order to keep that job. He never fully developed that Titans team. It wasn't him. And with St. Louis, don't even get me started when he was the head coach of the Rams. Fuck, poor Sam Bradford has no knees because of that dude.
Fuck him. Anywho.
Oh, well, and then he had Vince Young. Sorry, who he drove his career into the ground too.
Yeah, he really did. There's a part of me that feels bad for Vince Young.
Yay, Jeff Fisher! Yay.
Anywho, we're at that time, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, turned into Glick's News and Jervis Sports. Words are hard. Glick's News and Jeravici Sports Talk. I don't know what the hell happened to Connor. I don't know.
Dude, I think that's the name of the podcast right there. The new show on Sunday. Jeravici Sports Talk. Love it.
We'll play around with it. I mean, if that's what you want, do it. Actually, Sports Talk with Jeravici.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll play around with it. Whatever you decide on is cool. But no, we do appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. It is that time. Unfortunately, we got to wrap it up. This is what the fuck new? No, I'm just kidding. No, we do appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate y'all listening. If you're not already, go ahead and check out the network. We are on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We do shows live Monday through Sunday, Not every show is going to be everybody's cup of tea, but you're bound to find something that you like.
Wow.
And now he's back.
Wow.
Idiot. We kicked the week off on Monday nights with Men Caring for Men and some men's mental health podcast. Tuesday nights is Jeff's Garage. Maybe it'll still be Jeff's Garage. I don't know. Hell, it might be Cigars and Beers. Benji might be doing a show on the network. But Tuesdays currently is Jeff's Garage. Wednesdays is this here show right here. What the fuck news? Thursday is Talking Shit. Fridays is Glick's House of Music when I have a guest scheduled. So
Yeah, so this Friday, if you're not doing anything, you're fine.
I don't think I have a guest scheduled for this Friday night. However, the following 2 Fridays, I do have guests. I did get a phone call the other night from our boy Rock Lee. One of his artists want to come on the show.
Let's go.
Doing, man. You okay down there, Connor?
He's trying to get ready for his State of the Union address.
But one of his artists want to come on the show, so I'm looking forward to that. Rocky and I were talking last night. Saturday nights is Nonsensical Nonsense. It is the flagship show for the station. We are unhinged, unapologetic, comedy-based podcast. Bunch of guys or girls, if any of the ladies want to come up and join us, because we do a little thing called the Open Door Challenge, and we drop the link in the chatters box, and we encourage anybody and everybody to come up and hang out with us, not to be confused with a free-for-all, which is really not a free-for-all because you're only allowed on the show if you're invited. But nonetheless, you should call it the military.
Come on.
I don't know, but don't call it a free-for-all because
Let's get past it.
yeah, you're only allowed on the show if you're invited. Guys, be better. Sunday night was the Jaravici podcast. I'm sorry, the Jarvis podcast. But coming soon, a new podcast from Jarvis.
Or not. I don't really fucking care.
Or not, I don't know.
The Jaravici project.
Tomorrow I'll be like, I don't want to do Wednesday nights anymore, and I'm not doing a show on Sunday. And I'll be like, what the fuck's the point of you being on the network? Get the fuck out of here, you weirdo.
Whatever, motherfucker. Mr. Text me. Well, I only wanted you for the Monday night show. It was Connor's fault that you came in on Wednesday.
I mean, as I've told you, if you don't want to do Wednesday night shows, it's up to you, man. If you don't want to do a show, just let me know. I'm not gonna be mad at you. I mean, if you don't do a show, just don't do a show.
Okay, Mark.
But fuck you. If you don't do a Sunday night show, fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, fuck you.
You do a Sunday show, Mr.
Yeah, let me just add a 5th show to my week. I'm already hosting 4 goddamn shows. I'm already carrying this entire goddamn network.
I mean, me and Connor did carry Monday.
It's hard for the listeners to know that because it got deleted.
Wait. I'm sorry. Because me and Connor carried Monday, Glick decided to delete the episode because he didn't want to be upstage.
Let me drop one show and then pick up another show. That makes sense.
No. I just in time a Sunday show will come on unless Mark and Brian decide that they have to switch days, which then I'll show them that I can get guests on Thursday.
Yeah. How about you go fuck yourself, Jarvis?
Happily. I do it almost all the time.
Yeah, me too. It's fun.
When I'm asking my wife, why is there a dildo in my ass? I forget. I put it there.
Yeah. If Connor could feel anything outside below his waist, he would ask himself the same question.
Even when I could feel below the waist, I didn't know if it was it or not. Click.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm small, but that has nothing to do with.
Shut up, Click.
Anyways, Mondays, Men Caring for Men. Tuesdays, Jeff's Garage. Wednesdays, What the Fuck News. Thursday, Talking Shit. Friday, Glick's House of Music. Saturday, Nonsensical Nonsense. Sunday, something sports related with Jarvis.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we won't see Jarvis anymore. I don't even know. Maybe Jarvis is going to message me tomorrow and be like, you know what? Go fuck yourself, Click.
Is tonight really going to be the night that he decides is the last one? of all the podcasts, of all the shows that he's done, is tonight really going to be the one?
Anyways, make sure you guys follow us on all the social media. Facebook, Instagram.
Good one, Connor.
Yeah. Make sure you guys follow us on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Don't forget, shows are live 7 days a week on the Facebook, on the YouTube, on the Facebook page, talking shit.
Hold on. Much like Connor, I gotta go walk down some stairs. See you guys later.
Yeah,
I don't walk downstairs. I fly down them.
I'm sorry. That's low hanging fruit. I'm sorry, Connor.
Live Monday through Sunday on YouTube and Facebook. And if you can't join us live and you want to get caught up on all the shows anywhere and everywhere you listen to podcasts at, all at the Nonsensical Network, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share if you'd be so kind. We greatly appreciate that. And if that's too hard for you to understand, just simply go to bio.link/nonsensical network.
Fair.
Nice. Give it, and all the links are right there. Hey man, you're a good Hans. I got another love for you.
We love you, Hans.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're gonna drop the show down with a little. What are we gonna drop the show down? I'm gonna give my boy some love. I'm gonna give my boy Hunter some love. He's back in the studio doing what he does, and this is his most recent release with this is Hunter Lot right here. Go ahead and check out Hunter Lot wherever you stream music and on all social media at Hunter Lot. This is his latest single. You had your chance, bitch.
I told my mama that you had a heart of gold. I was weak and searching for a miracle. Then you opened my soul and decided to just close the door. But I should have known that you were gonna drive me crazy. Have my thoughts saying maybe she loves me, but why am I in so much pain? I look over my shoulder 'cause you're getting bolder. Never gonna be safe. Girl, I think that it's time to tell you I know you lied. I've heard your secrets that your ego just would not let you keep. Baby, you roll the dice, and now that I'm doing fine, you text me, call me, and DMing me while I'm trying to sleep. You said that you were sorry, but you gotta know I made up my mind a long time ago. I'm happier now, and so I'll keep my stance, and then I'll do my dance. Baby, you had your chance. Baby, you left me crying and all alone. I felt like I was dying in that bitter cold. We had something special that I had never seen before. But I should have known that you were gonna drive me crazy. Have my thoughts saying maybe she loves me, but why am I in so much pain? I know I'm not insane and my memory's hazy, but I'm no longer feeling that way. Girl, I think that it's time to tell you I know you lied. I've heard your secrets that your ego just would not let you keep. Baby, you roll the dice, and now that I'm doing fine, you text me, call me, and DMing me while I'm trying to sleep. You said that you were sorry, but you gotta know I made up my mind a long time ago. I'm happier now, and so I'll keep my stance, and then I'll do my dance. Baby, you had your chance. Keep my stance, and then I'll do my dance. Baby, you had your chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you next Wednesday night for a brand new episode of What the Fuck News. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night live at 8 p.m. Wait, Talking Shit is... Oh, yeah, they got... Talking Shit's live tomorrow night. They got
The
Dad's
Dad's
Worldwide.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you tune in at 8 p.m. tomorrow night for Talking Shit. They got Dad's Worldwide on this year. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, when you find yourself at the crossroads of life and you don't know what you're going to do and you don't know where you're going to go, ask yourself 5 simple letters, 5 simple words. What would Nonsensical Network do? WWNND. Also, don't forget, be good or be good at it, baby. With that being said,
Where the fuck's everybody?
hit that button.